Chris, are you getting the public address?
Thank everybody for being here. And with that said, everybody welcome. Billy, turn on the lights. It's time to race the Joe.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 2022 Joe Hunter here at Hempstead, Long Island, New York. Just about ready to get started. All the teams are on the track in their Joe Hunter jerseys of different colors. It's a nice spectacle today. Fans are starting to flow into the course here. A lot of help with the officials and, of course, the teams that are working here, South Hempstead, Hempstead. If I'm missing any, let me know.
Rockville Center. You know, we got the merger going on.
Are doing a great job. So good job. And I'd like to welcome in the guys out here today. My name is Paul Suscon of the Bayshore Redskins. I got Lenny Gombert of the St. James Wildcats, Rob Noonan of the West Sable Flying Dutchman, and Twan Simone of the Hempstead Yellow Hornets. Fellas, good day of racing, it looks like. First time in a long time. We got all the top teams here.
I'll tell you what, you look at the bottom of this drill, North Belmore, Lindenhurst, Farmingville, West Sable, Islip, North Lindenhurst, Hobos, all here. Hagerman.
Yeah, good evening, race fans. Ready for a great night of racing. It's going to be compact, but it's going to be competitive, which is always good.
Yeah, West Sable's excited. First time here since 2018. Got a lot of people who haven't raced on this track before, and a driver who's never driven here. So it should be really interesting for West Sable.
Oh, rookie driver.
Guys, I'm going to start it off here with the South Hempstead Rascals three-man ladder team. The other night at practice, 6:59. Tommy Marr's son, Ryan Mahar, is running third man tonight.
So you expect
a
a
new
lot,
guys,
Twan.
Dylan and Will. Listen, 6'6", 6'7", we'll be happy.
All right, Dylan, Will, and Ryan. Here they go. South Hempstead Rascals, they're off very well. Good-looking start. First and second man is on. Third man, right. Nice job. There you go, Twan. I think you maybe just a little above what you were talking, but great job. Great way to start the drill.
Hempstead, 6.84.
All right, so they set the standard there, Rob. Threw a number up. Come get me.
Chris, is this going through the speaker system going through? They hear the times?
Up to the lights, number 2.
Okay.
Hope so. Now listen.
Well, that was a 684.
684. Now West Hempstead, here's another team to watch in three-man ladder. Joey Maturano running third man. Mark is his dad. He used to race for the Westerners a long time ago. This kid gets in 4.0. Get his in 4.01s consistently. The real challenge here is getting to the top faster than 6.7. They've been having a little bit of an issue between Brome and between Maturano.
Outlaw as well.
That's correct.
And if you're going to get in 4.0, the guys in front of you better be able to get in also. Here they go.
Hell yeah.
The middleman right there.
Joey Moran, he's in about 4:15, Twan. Nice smooth climb.
What do you got? Okay, I give him the climber button.
For West Hempstead, 6.74.
674.
Rob, what'd you have as the in?
You're not the only one.
4:15.
The climber button.
I'm not using the light, though, guys.
Okay.
Not using the light.
Well, I thought he pulled up a little. Like, I think he can get in better.
Number 5. Oyster Bay Teddy's.
We're not able to see the light from where we are, guys, so you can actually think anything I give you is probably a tenth faster if you were using the light. But listen, the Motorado family, that's one that's been around racing for a long time. It's great to see a son following dad's footsteps.
And they can find 2 to 3 more tenths. They need the consistency and the reps over and over again.
Oyster Bay.
All right, here come the Teddy's boys. They're making their way to the ladder. All 3 climbers are on. Nice smooth shot. All right, we've had 3 in a row, clean.
Look at that. Matt Rath getting up and off the arch out of everybody's way. Good job, Matt. 7:14.
Yeah, so that's that's kind of been their shot this year. 7.225, 7.72. Still got to find another half a second out of that shot by the Teddy's boys,
But we've commented, Twan, earlier in the season. This is one contest that's definitely been a little bit lacking on the whole. We've still got a couple teams that can run somewhat heavy numbers, but sport-wise, I think it's definitely a little behind where it's been in the past.
Yeah, I agree.
And I wonder if that is just people playing the racing game or pushing it. I'm hoping people push it.
Last week, just think about last week. Hageman had a tough week. They would love to come out here today and have a good showing.
680 at Lindenhurst.
All right, let's see what the Gamblers have for us.
Yeah, we've seen bursts from the Gamblers in each and every race. Let's see if they can start it off right.
All right, here come the Gamblers. We got all 3 climbers on. Third man's got a real nice climb going. He actually picked up speed as he was making his way up the ladder. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, that's
6.80.
680. That's 680. Just beats out South Hempstead 684.
Twan, talk about what Rob said about gaining speed on the lap. That's all momentum off the ground. You tell us.
It's off that third rung, that mountain rung. Once you get in on that mountain rung, you just bring that momentum all the way to the top, and that's a good thing to do. That 680's got to come down probably with his in time. But anyway, listen, Hobo's on the line now. We're going to transition over to them. They are the owners of the fastest time of the year, 6:32. Eric Miller running third man. Fun fact about Eric Miller, he actually skipped the 5th grade, went right from 4th grade to 6th grade, and then ran a 6:24 at the state drill, top 20 time all time.
And the Joe Hunter record holder at 6:23. Not
right.
Eric, but CI Hobos.
All right,
Right?
here come the Hobos.
And he runs fast. too.
Eric misses right on his in. He was trying to get in hard, guys. What should it?
So
you know, a
Twan
drill
trying-
like this, definitely what you want to see.
Well, if you're going to miss one, today's the day.
July slip, 8.20.
8:20 for CI. Twan trying to become the man's agent, but not the best.
If you guys looked
point.
at that shot, I thought
Number 9.
hold on. I thought his speed in was a little bit more than normal. I don't know what you got on the watch, but it just looked like it, and then maybe that made the difference.
That's okay. Listen, he pushed it. I like
and
it.
I like
Bring
that.
It. Bring it.
I
Me
like
too.
that. Today's
I'd rather miss like that than on a 680.
And today's the day to really open
Exactly.
it up.
At this drill, that's
Right.
time to do it, Paul.
All right,
There's North Belmore.
Yeah.
They're looking to have a big day.
7 flat and Merrick.
All right, Rinky Dinks are off. First man sporting those sunglasses. He's in and gone. Second and third man. Second man's kind of struggling a little way. He was fighting all the way
Looks
up.
like that's Joey Corcoran running second, right? So it's good to have him out there, right?
Time for North Belmore. 6.79. 6.79.
Just outside of first place, 674. West Hempstead is first. And I mean, a lot of tweeners right here, right?
Yeah.
We got we have the 84, and we got the 74, not too far apart, and then 2 in between.
And
I was never a big fan of sunglasses. Here at Hempstead, if it's a morning tournament, I get it. Right now, folks, the sun is to the west. It's behind these runners. Some of them are still running with sunglasses.
Saturday morning here can be really difficult. Some
Exactly.
state drills.
I mean, if you
running
remember the
three-man ladder, Twan, you can speak to it much better.
It's Thursday night.
The 09 state was really tough, and there were people wearing glasses.
I remember
didn't wear
last
them.
time we were here, we went to 9 o'clock, and it did not have the effect that it
Right.
did at the 8 o'clock start.
All
Lindenhurst.
right, Lindenhurst on the line, sporting a green.
Yeah.
Like the military green. All right.
That was a solid
another
shot.
solid shot. I'm going to say it's right in the vein of the other times we've seen so far.
6.97.
All right, a little slower, but
That's the 5th place shot right there, 697.
at least we're all in the 6s.
Yeah.
11. The Farmingville Band.
That's a good point, Rob. I mean, this is the top class of teams that get invited here, and that's as it should be.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You look out, and you usually know who's running by the color of their jersey.
Not a clue.
today.
Today, outside of us,
well,
which are just wonderful. Everybody's.
we got best dressed today. We definitely got best dressed.
Farmingville Bandits wearing Roslyn
All
red.
right, Bandits are off. Third man gets a really big jump.
Yeah,
He's got to make it count.
He's
now.
on. He's side
Gotta
by
be next
side
to
with his
him.
brother. Nice climb, good
Not
finish.
too shabby.
But I think that's going to hurt him actually a little bit.
But again, Twan, if you're going to jump like that, you
Yeah.
better be right next to that second man.
That's
at the
exactly
top.
right. You need a good second man to do something like that. Again, the Bandits wearing Roslyn red today to honor Bob Larson.
7.03.
Out of the money, 703.
just outside.
03.
Now we're
And the
going to go
reason,
to the.
To the lights.
well, just quick, the reason they're honoring Bob Larson, they have the Roslyn's old B truck,
Correct.
and they've been showing that all year. They have it nice on the
Is that why they picked
windshield
that
there.
color?
I believe that's
Yes.
why they picked
Yes.
it
Very
today.
nice.
Yes,
Yep, Dudley just sent me it here.
It is now.
Yeah.
because we said so.
All right, West Sayville on the line.
Yeah, 680 fastest of their year so far.
All right, they're off.
That was a nice start.
Danny Tenney, Billy Hoth are in. Matty Mara a little slow at the bottom, trying to pick up some speed as he goes.
Looking to be the 697 to get in the money.
They're going to just do it, I think,
Yep.
Twan.
Farmingville, 6.92. 692.
But it ain't over yet.
Yeah.
Nah, we got
And this is what's great about this drill, right? And this is kind of going into the effect of like when we're talking about reordering the
The
numbers.
rule changes, yes,
Because
Twan.
we're going to see that here today at the Hunter. We're running in the reverse order of the standings of the state drill last year. You have Islip and North Lindy, the final two to run each contest tonight. The Wolves on the line, 6:32 last week. That's the time of the year. 6:42 the week prior to that.
So again, folks, the teams that finished the highest in last year's New York State Drill are running last today.
Well, here's number 2 at the state drill and second to last.
Not by
Islip.
much.
All right, here come the Wolves. First man, second man in and gone. Josh Kaysen eating up that ladder. He
slipped in the
misses
middle.
2/3 of the way up.
Good recovery, but it's not going to be
Man,
enough.
when you saw him mount that ladder, he really had his momentum carrying him, too.
Iceland, 7.14.
Two best three-man ladder teams go down today. That's
If you
very
watch-
much a surprise.
If you watch Josh come in right there, as he was approaching, he almost, as he passed the first set of lights, slowed down a little bit and then speeded up as he got to the ladder to try to get that momentum. And he had it running up, but halfway up.
That's a tough miss. You don't like missing in the middle, man. Sometimes you miss on the end, sometimes you miss on the grab, but
So-
in the middle, it feels like that's not a spot where you typically miss.
So minus the
You know.
COVID year, here is your back-to-back New York State champion, North Lindenhurst Piston Knockers.
696 and a 702 to their credit this year.
Yeah, they're looking to get off the schneid and three-man ladder to join the group that's been scoring.
They got the potential. Kevin's got some wheels.
All right, let's see. First man has a little miss at the bottom, makes a nice recovery. Kevin Ducky, good job getting up there. Let's see what it is.
It looks like it's going to be in the money.
Time for North Lindenhurst, 6.91.
Just in the money.
Did that steal fifth by a
That
hundredth,
did,
Paul?
yes, it did.
Wow, that
Just
bounces
beats out West Sable.
Wow, by a hundredth of a second, folks.
So that's 674 by West Hempstead. The second shot of the day is going to be your winner. Then we're going to go to the 679 by North Belmore. Third place would be 680 by Hagerman, 684 South Hempstead, and the 691 by the North Lindenhurst Piston Knockers rounds out your top
I'll
five.
tell you what, man, those South Hempstead Rascals, they just, if you think about it, they took 2 points in the hunt there in three-man ladder. Listen, 684, not the greatest time. However, with that new group of kids, that is something great to build on. And I know I've seen them do it 3/10 faster, 2/10 faster. I'm looking forward to see what the Rascals could bring as the year continues. 674 by West Hempstead is the first place shot. Again, Joey Macerano on the third man there. He's gotten in the 4.0s earlier in this season, just the other night in practice. Can they figure out the third rung to grab and get a little bit better between the second man and Joey, between Danny Brome
Now,
and
is this
Joey?
his first year running with them?
No, I believe he ran last year. I don't know that, there was a lot of talk, maybe, but I feel like the hype is there this year. I feel like Daniel Brome, the second man's a better climber this year. And I think that West Hempstead could definitely, get a couple more tenths off of that, right?
One of the things I see in this contest that we are not accustomed to is the end times.
Yeah.
They're not in the 4.0s.
Right.
When we really saw the really heavy three-man ladder teams of the past,
You're right.
3.9, 4 flat.
Yeah.
Now 420 is a good end time.
Well,
And just to see him get in at 401 the other night, I was happy. I looked at my watch twice. I checked with a couple guys at West Hempstead. I'm like, did you get the same in? 401?
to me, it's also a product, just like in hoses.
Yeah.
It's a product of what everybody else is doing. If everybody starts to run 4.3,
Yeah.
then that's what you're going to run. And everybody started running 2. Oh, you can hear it?
6.74. Number 2, West Hempstead. Second place, 4 points. Number 9, North Belmore. Third place, 3 points. Number 6, Hagerman. Fourth place, 2 points. Number 1, South Hempstead. Fifth place, 1 point. Number 14, North Lindenhurst.
All right, so what I was saying was, we saw this in hoses. We could just pick B-hose as an example. People started running 2.5, 2.6, 2.7 water on, and that's what everybody was doing. And now you got some people that are creeping it back down, right? 2.3, and now more people are heading in that direction. So it's always a product of what everybody else is doing. I always said that about what I used to call the golden age of racing. When you get through the mid-'80s, maybe to early 2000s, when the numbers were just insane, you were putting up great numbers and not scoring.
Yeah.
I really believe it's because everybody else was doing that, and you had to do it if you were going to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were paying any attention at all, watching any tape, taking any split times, if you weren't in the neighborhood, you didn't have a chance to score. So maybe you pushed it harder, where we're definitely not seeing a lot of that.
And you know what? Maybe I'm the, eternal, I don't know what you want to call it, optimist or whatever, but every time I got on that line, I just raced against people from long ago in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't care if there was a 680 up. I wasn't going to be happy with a 679. Anyway, run against the past in your mind. Put up those numbers. That's what I say. Live on top of the edge. We are at the
I
Hunter
tried to run against the 40s. I won almost every time.
We'll be back after this with some B-Ladder.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department Drill Team Competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department Drill Teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All right, here we are, back for the B-Ladder contest, guys.
Yep.
The B-Ladder record here, 492, West Sayville. Now, you're saying, Michael's going to come down tonight. He's never driven on this track. Did he talk to his father, get a little tips? I think his father's driven here once or twice.
Yeah, I think he's done all right here. He definitely talked to his father a lot over the course of this year from the driving and, trying to get that perspective. And no doubt he talked to him today before driving here.
Now, South Hempstead's not going to run B-Ladder?
No, you know what? The climber that we were running with, this guy Chris Blair, he's another guy from the merge team. I don't know if he's Rockville Center or America guy. I can't keep track of who's from where. But between him and Ryan Marr, they were running. Ryan was throwing, Chris was climbing. Like one of the first shots they took of the year, he tore his knee up.
Oh, really?
Done for the season.
Really?
Yeah, he's a dumper. So, you talk about the Rascals. They have a good culture of kids, man. Last night we're down here setting everything up. They put that tent together, 1, 2, 3. They got guys that are into it. There's building blocks for the Rascals. And once they get good enough, we'll transfer them back over to the Hempstead Yellow Hornets. That's how it's going to work, right?
Can you say farm team? Farm team?
All right, here we go. West Hempstead. They came out of the block strong with 5 points and 3-man ladder.
Yeah, so back-to-back good shots for them. I mean, decent shots, 553, 532.
Gander at the dig here.
Time of the year is now newly set, 504 by Point Pleasant just last week at the invite.
Yeah, great job in ladders by Point. Here we go.
All right, here come the Westerners. Kenny Brown in the break. Leaves them hard. They go in. Oh, a little miss on the climb there.
Rob, they went in with
up.
Nice momentum right there.
Yeah, Kenny Brown left him. I liked how he left him.
How about that new patch? Look at the piece they dug up at the bottom there.
Yeah, I would say, they
8, 7,
Getting
788.
feedback? Or is it me? So I would say right there, when he let him go, they kind of floated in the air a little bit, and the left side went in first. You could see the mark it made in the pit. The left side made a tremendous mark, whereas the right side hardly any. And then the ladder swiveled, and it looks like that's where Craig got thrown off a little.
Yep, that ladder starts to walk. It takes away all your momentum. Real tough to get back to the top there.
Twan, when was this patch put in? Do you know offhand?
Yesterday morning.
It is soft. I mean,
Yesterday morning,
these
yep.
guys just took out a divot like any
it's
good
almost
golfer.
Probably the hottest day of the year didn't hurt it either.
Right.
True.
Bacon.
And the sun is baking on us. Teddy's boys on the line here. They have scored a point in B ladder yet this year. Stevie O'Neill climbing 573, 562.
Twan, what'd you give it a time? I missed it.
788 for West Hempstead.
788.
Time, yeah.
You know, I hate to root against somebody, but this O'Neill kid hit me with a golf ball last year at one of these tournaments at Copeg. Screw him.
let's just
He
say-
hit it about 300 yards.
You're not a small target.
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
surprised that's the only time you were hit.
I'm hiding in the shade now, though.
All right, here come the Teddy's boys. Held that break just outside the 6. He's got a nice climb going. All right.
That's
Good
a
job by Oyster Bay.
I really like how they dug it, man. They ripped it and stuck it right there.
You know, we like to break chops. Darryl put him in a great spot.
5.49.
549 for the Teddy's boys. Good looking run right there. Good momentum. Good spot, right, Rob?
I think he could have left a little bit earlier. I thought he held that break just a little bit. Maybe that was on purpose.
Well, you know, they end up going in together. Maybe is on purpose right there. Maybe that's what they can handle right now. You know, they're just working their way into it.
If that ladder's out 2 more feet, does he catch a little more whip and that 540 becomes a 529?
I agree.
Well, what was the exact time? 49?
49.
49.
Okay.
We're tweaking things right now. That was a good looking run.
Now, listen,
Yeah, that's not knocking out at all. That's a
Hey, if you're
really good looking shot.
If you're gonna try different things or start to, you know, make your break, we're already 1 month into the season. If you're
Right.
gonna start doing things, this is a great opportunity. This drill right here, I always thought when we came here, this is where we can like maybe push it a little bit, maybe do this, see what we can handle.
well, and listen,
Yeah.
if I'm Steve O'Neill, remember, this kid's run a 518. I'm not happy with that 549. But in terms of making progress week in and week out, they're getting a little bit faster. But
Billy, is that their regular crew on the back
I
of the
don't
truck?
think. I think it's a new crew. Well, I think some guys are new. Hagerman.
All right, here come the gamblers.
A little deep.
Just inside his 6. Looks like they floated a little bit. Climber does a nice job making his way to the top.
Really
Fought it all the way, but good
Yeah, he's
job.
struggling a little bit.
If you see that drop, now go back last week. He came up 25 feet short. I don't know who's driving that right there.
578.
I tell you what, he saves a 578 on the climb you just talked about. They are.
John Robertacio's throwing, not driving.
No, well,
Number 8.
he was driving the
C truck, right? All right, he was only driving the C truck the last couple of weeks.
I saw Johnny's dad here, who used to drive the C truck. I couldn't tell if that was Louis in the seat. All I know is last week they came up real short.
Yeah, Louis in the
And they were concerned about it.
Now, Wickham Gamblers, that's the third fastest shot in their history, according to the New York State archives that I have here. Tell me about, do you know the climber's name? Because that's the same guy who dumps. And watching him dump last week, one of the best dumpers I saw all day.
I think
The
it's
climber for Hagerman?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron, okay.
Let's talk about that in a little while.
Yeah,
How about
Aaron.
having multiple drivers?
Yeah.
Like 3 different drivers throughout the day. It's unbelievable. It's just not. It's unheard of.
We're
But
almost to
here come the hobos.
We got multiple trucks and multiple drivers. You got to spin a big wheel.
Hobos, 527, 28, 36 by Hobos Climber. 3 shots in a row here.
All right, Danny Jackson. Gonna be a staircase. Richie Arnett's in. He's got a good climb going. He makes that reach out and makes a nice grab.
Does a great job of holding the top rung there, Twan.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan of that.
I thought Danny got in the break a little early, but he dragged him across the line.
5.41.
That takes first place, and that's a great call on that, Letty. He really drugged them into
He
the
had
fight.
to.
I agree.
I thought he got on the break a hair early. I'm not a driver, but he dragged him across the line. Still got a 5.4 out of it. Good job.
And that truck stopped. That truck stopped right there on the pavement, and it was dead.
And listen, you know, it's first place right now, but if I'm Hobos Climber, the slowest shot they've run all year, right?
Yeah, he didn't look happy.
No, I know.
He wasn't happy when he got to the top.
He shouldn't be,
But-
and I like that.
but
You
then
should
that's
be
okay.
happy with a 541.
That's
if you're
okay,
that
but he
team.
got to the top. You know, when it's that far out, he's not used to that. You know, that ladder was really getting away from him, and he stayed composed, stayed inside the rungs, and then a great grab at the top.
Listen, with that longer break, longer to get there. I had 290 in the ground. I'm sure that's a number they wouldn't be happy with.
And that's-
there's no whip. There's not a lot to catch there. He did a lot of it on his own.
Wow, that's 290, what, a foot and a half over the line.
Yeah.
you know?
North Belmore with their regular team.
All right, Ricky Dinks in the break. Oh, he misses. He kind of loses his hands, guys, right around the second.
That was looking real good
Right around the
early.
second step. I don't know. They get red flag for some guys?
Yeah, hit the yellow pole.
Oh, okay. As Paulie gets a piece of the yellow.
There's a couple of
paint.
yellow paint chips
All right.
that came flying my way.
Paulie is the proof. Now he's wearing yellow, pink, and blue.
But did you notice the
Electric
North
blue.
Belmore shot? I think that's the first shot with Sean Corcoran
Yes.
here. He's back. Throwing, yeah. I incorrectly called that in three-man ladder saying Joe was back, but it's Sean the thrower. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's their first B-ladder shot of the year with that team.
With that team, I
With
agree.
that team.
The tournament.
The
But
last
they had that great
last year,
shot.
507. Right. So that is the team. You saw him get in. He just lost his hands. That was looking nice.
Well, he hit the pole up here. It's going to be no time.
right,
Yeah.
right, right, right.
Sometimes you don't want to run that 499 when you hit the pole.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Lindenhurst Snails. They've only run in their own drill, I think, at this point,
Yes.
right, guys? So
That is
Lindenhurst out for the second time this year. Let's see what they got.
And just to finalize again with that North Belmore shot, Joey Corcoran, another name of one of these young climbers that are turning heads a little bit, something to keep your eye on as the year goes on. Lindenhurst coming off of, only in overtime. Haven't completed a shot yet in this contest. But again, 0 for 1.
Yeah, like I said, they only got one
Right,
tournament to
right,
show for it, Twan, but
Love this B truck. Got a mean look to it.
rolls it off the line, gets on it on. Leaves him. Now take a couple extra steps. Ryan Kelly fighting it all the way up as that
Yeah.
ladder walks a little bit on him.
That ladder really flattened out, and you could see they were trying to stab at the ground.
He even struggled to get on, Paul.
Yeah.
He fought it all the way.
6.23. 6.
When the back of that ladder flattens out like that, boy, it becomes real difficult on that digger to put it in the ground.
Up to the lights.
They were like pointing darts.
Yeah, diggers will get a bad rap on that sometimes.
Right.
And sometimes it's really not their fault.
Right.
It's out of their control. The last thing they want to do is take 3, 4, 5 steps. That's bad.
You could see they were making the attempt, but that ladder was not going to go in the ground until probably about 3 steps later.
I mean, you called it. Fighting it the whole way up. Zero momentum. I mean, it's a 6:23 without a slip.
But
right?
this is a digger's paradise,
From a team
folks.
that can run that
The,
contest.
the
yeah.
patch put in yesterday, the heat beating this thing up, it is soft. It's like mashed potatoes down there.
Farmerville a pretty good week at their home track there at Ridge.
Farmerville
They're
definitely
just
got
starting
back
to get
on,
all the guys
got
going.
back on track.
Now,
Yeah.
is LBB climbing here still?
It looks like it, yeah. I think LBB's still there. Yep.
Yep, that'll be still on the track.
So that's because Justin's dealing with a wrist issue. That's Justin Russo, their normal climber. Justin put up 5.5, is still his personal best, but it's all irrelevant at this point because LBB's climbing. Now, consistency.
I thought he did well last week.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
He's thrown into
He's
the
got to
job.
put it in the 5. See if they can put it in the 5.
All right. Bandits in the break. Holds that break. All right, LBB's in. Just
Good
nice,
job.
smooth.
Yeah.
Just made his way to the top.
Might be his best climb. Good job, Steve.
Tough to have a
He does
second
have a name,
climber in a
though.
lot of places.
He does have a name.
6.38. 6.38.
Shaking his head though, unhappy.
38. Well, he was left with no momentum. I mean, he was just, his arms were pulling himself up that ladder.
West Sago.
And that's about the worst thing you want, right, Paul? And Twan, especially as a climber. You're supposed to climb with your legs. Your hands are there to keep you on the ladder, just from not falling off.
Well, in a
you're not
perf-
supposed to pull. You're supposed to push.
In a perfect world, the first 3 steps you wouldn't even think about because they're already
No, it's
done.
all mo, yeah.
And then at the end, you got
You're
your
not-
legs blowing, but he was pulling from step 1.
You're not thinking anywhere during the shot, man. You know, if you got that perfect shot, you know. West Sayville on the line right now. They have no points at a 3-man ladder. Not something we say all that often.
541, 549, 578.
Yep, and West Sayville's fastest of the year, 5:44. You got Billy Holton climbing. Again, we talked about it last week. 37-year-old season for him. His personal best in this contest, 5:10. You know, so a long-time veteran out here now. See what he
All
can do.
right, Michael Mara taking him down. It's in the break. Gonna be a staircase. Billy's in. They lay him in
Fight
kind
it.
of nice.
Yep.
A little bit of a pause on the way up there, but a nice finish.
Tell you what, they did
Yeah.
not go in the ground together. They did a nice job getting it to the arch. It ends up in the same spot, but Billy does a nice job.
5.54.
So 5:54. I thought Billy was off a little before the throw. I'm not saying that's right
And
or
actually,
wrong.
guys, I wasn't the throw I even expected. Steve Blasky throwing
All right,
today.
so a new thrower,
His
that makes
first
sense
throw.
then.
So that's the 3rd throw in 3 weeks.
Tell you what, he did a pretty good job because they managed that ladder all the way to the arch. It had the capability of maybe getting twisted on him, but he did a nice job managing it in. Billy gets to the top. I thought Michael really banged out under the arch right there.
2 teams to go here, Islip and North Lindenhurst. Event's heating up.
The Islip Wolves with Josh Kaysen, obviously 5:14. They ran in Merrick. That was the time of the year until Point Pleasant beat them last year. Josh, personal best, 5:08 as a climber for the Islip Wolves. Maybe knocking on the door. That, you know, we always talk about the 4 Club and who's the next entrant, and you know, there's some young climbers that I would maybe say have a possibility, and this is one of them. I'm not trying to jinx him. I know he would never talk about it. No climber would ever talk about it, so I'll just say it for him.
But shout out to Point Pleasant, who couldn't make it today. Point Pleasant is supposed to be at this drill, couldn't make it down, but they deserve to be here.
All right, Mikey Weldon bringing it down the track. Leaves it right at the yellow. Nice drop. Josh with a great
nice looking run. Now that's just picture perfect. He puts him in the ground. It's smooth as could be.
Time for Iceland. 5.27.
5:27, and that was just a regular, perfect-looking run. There was nothing you can even really say about it.
All right.
Number 14.
I have a question for you. Ready for this? The North Lyndhurst Pistonarkers had a little bit of an issue with their metal ladder prior to this tournament. Somebody ran over it and bent the wheel on the end of the ladder. Out of all the people here, who drove over the ladder?
Oh, give a hint.
Any guesses?
I would have bet Kevin Candido, but he's not here.
It's not. That's a good one.
You got to give a hint. It's the only person in the facility who you can't yell
You
at.
can't yell at her. Anyone want to guess?
Does it start with a hunt and then with the
Mrs. Hunter. That is a true story. She drove over the ladder before. She actually banged up her car a little bit. Saw that she hit the ladder. Peeled out of here. Like, gone. Hey, listen.
I saw Vinny and the boys working on the back of the ladder. It just damaged the wheels on the back. I'm pretty sure they have it figured out. Hopefully it doesn't create too much drag. They can run their shot.
We don't see sparks as it comes out.
Put the ladder
They're
on the back.
running a 4.7 right here.
All right, Scotty Rice bringing him down. He leaves him hard with momentum. The ducky's in. The ladder walks on him. He does a nice job staying with
It
him.
walks on him because he's got to keep it out of the yellow. It was heading for the yellow pretty good, and boy, they did a nice job of managing that ladder.
5.35.
5:35. Nice shot from North Lindy.
It was coming right to us, and they did a great job of shuffling that
Wow,
ladder.
that was the wind resistance of the bent wheels and stuff, Paul. So
Yes.
it's a little interesting there.
Could you imagine going to yell at the person who just ran over your ladder and then seeing it's Mrs. Hunter? What the hell?
Think about how angry you are.
Oh, hey, hi, Miss Hunter. Yeah. It's okay. We'll get a new one. We're North Lyndhurst. We have the money.
Wow, a lot of points for everybody here.
I would have loved to see Ducky put it in the 4 Club there after that ladder got passed by Miss Hunter. That would have been a great
Everybody
all-time
would have their
story,
ladder
man.
run over
I
right
know.
before the
Miss Hunter,
show.
could you run over?
Run my ladder over. Run my ladder over.
They're arguing who's going to pay Mrs. Hunter more to get to the state drill.
You got a hotel. We got you at the restaurants.
We love you, Hunter family. That's why we're out here today. Of course, you know, the 19th year of the Hunter Drill here.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, man, it's exciting with all, like you said it, Paulie, a lot of these teams here, if you look at the final 6 or 7 teams, Hobos, Rinky Dink, Snails, Bandits, Dutchmen, Wolves, Knockers, in that order.
And think about what we've been seeing this year. You know, we've been talking about the Islip, the CIs, and the North Lindies, and then you got your West Sables, your West Hampsteads. They're all here today.
Yeah.
North Belmore.
And it's one after another, man, which is cool.
Oh, I love this drill.
And we got
Absolutely great drill.
And we got tight scores right now. That's 5th place right there for Islip. Second place is going to be 5 points. Second place is going to be North Lyndhurst with 4. Central Islip with 3. Oyster Bay 2. And West Sable 1. So it's 5 and under right now for the points, which is really good. Nobody running away. Hey, you know what sometimes you get when you get that, when you get the first place?
What do you get?
Sometimes you get a ring if it's a really good one. The Bill Fox Company, in fact, has been in business for over 70 years. And they specialize in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. How about an award for B. Louder, Bill Fox? We'll finish this in a second.
Number 5.27, number 13, Iceland. Second place, 4 points, number 14, North Lyndhurst. Third place, 3 points, number 8, Central Iceland. Fourth place, 2 points, number 5, Oyster Bay. Fifth place, 1 point, number 12, West Sayville.
So going back to Bill Fox, the Bill Fox Company has actually crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, Yellow Hornets,
06.
Firefighter Combat Challenge competition, as well as last year's winners, the North Lyndhurst Piston Knockers. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name and recognizing people. Check them out, Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxcompany.com.
BillFoxCO.com.
Bill Fox, if you're winning something, you better go see him. All right, I guess we're going to go to the commercials. We'll be back for a little bit of Sea Ladder. Yeah.
Hey, just quick, what radio station are we on
Since
for the people that want to know?
1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped
82.9
generations of
is
volunteer
our-
firefighters develop
is our
teamwork,
station if you're just
pride,
listening
and
on the radio.
efficiency. And our sport
But you
is
can get
ready
this
now
live
to
on
grow
Facebook.
stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The Titan Group is the trusted name in apparel customization industry as a one-stop shop for all your drill team and department needs. As all
Next will be Motor Hook and Ladder Class C. The Hunter drill record is 8.62.
That's good.
Currently held by West Sayville.
All right, back for a little bit of Sea Ladder right here. Just about getting ready up there at the start line. Looks like they're still setting up the starting equipment. If you're just joining us in, we're all coagulated around 5 points and under right now. Nobody above 5. Islip, North Lyndhurst, West Hempstead. Just about everybody has scored on the scorecard. 11 teams running here today at the Hunter.
That's what we like, right, Paul? We want some competition here.
Yeah, let's make this go right to the end, right?
We want some world records here. That's what we want.
Billy Cornell chiming in. Good to hear you, Billy.
Speaking of records, 862, West Sable, the Joe Hunter record.
862. Who's got that one?
Hell of a time.
West Sable.
Yeah, West Ham. That was from 2011.
There you go.
Last year, 958 wins the contest. Actually, the past two Hunter drills in a row, 9-5 wins it all. Prior to that, it's 8s and 9-0s all the way back to the beginning
I'm going to
of the
say
Hunter drill.
a couple of 8s today I'm expecting, guys.
Ooh, a couple of 8s. Look at you.
I'm going a couple.
I like it. The time of the year is 872, and it's held by the Hobos.
You want to say who?
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Twan,
But
we see
especially
that.
B ladder didn't get too heavy. I think we're going to see heavy C ladder.
Well, listen, there's only been 2 8s this year, both by the hobos.
I would say Kenny Brome's a little bit off to the left here. What do you
I was
think
just
about
going to
you?
say, Twan, is this the preferred line at this track? I mean,
Yeah,
you would know.
Yeah, but that's a Kenny Brome thing, man. Listen,
So that's not the preferred line for all teams?
you know what it is? It's the crown and the road. It's a little bit different behind the hydrant than
I
it is
get
past
it,
the hydrant.
and he knows
If you
what he's
notice
doing.
that,
I would never question what he's
All right, West
doing.
Hempstead.
All right, West Hempstead on their home track, bringing it down, right to the 150. Kenny Brome did a little steering there. He's in. Craig Hayes does a nice job climbing to the top.
Yeah,
Probably not the speed climb he'd like,
It
but
looks like they were just trying to finish that. You're right, Rob. There's a lot of steering under there.
Time for West Hempstead, 9.50.
So 950 right
First
there.
place last year.
360.
I think most drivers would tell you they don't want the steering wheel. He was completely 180 with his hands. Not looking to do that when you're in the break.
You never want to see your driver moving his hands that much.
The Oyster Bay Teddy's
So Teddy's boys close to the Westerners line, but a little more toward the middle, in my opinion. Be interesting to see what
Yeah,
they do. Thought Darrell did a nice job dropping him in B ladder. See what he's got here.
Hey, well, they're getting ready. A little shout out
Yep.
to a lot of people listening all over the place. John Stevens, upstate, is now. John was president of the Northern Association and also on the radio a couple times.
Yeah.
State drills up there.
Shout out to John.
Yeah, he's back as the mayor of Ilion again. Another term. Must be a MAGA guy. They're all getting in.
Did we get a cone time on that?
Oh, I don't
West
know. I don't know.
Hempstead,
if we
anybody? 360.
Did we race at Ilion once?
I don't think
Yes.
they
82
raced.
state.
Right.
Ilion has a mayor? I never knew that.
Oh, that's
Ilion.
That's Oleon.
Ilion, no, that was Ilion. Ilion scored in three-man ladder in a state drill. The Ilion Roadrunners. Kevin Wheelock, part of that team.
Teddy's boys on the line. Stephen Neal, 921, personal best.
All right, here come the Teddy's boys. In that break, kind of coast. He can't let it go. They're going to be under the arch just a little bit outside the safety zone.
Interesting drop. Is that the way
I
they-
think something happened there. I mean, he doesn't do the double break there, but he had to. He'd like let it go. I think something was up with the truck.
Almost like he tried to, like he got too heavy, he tried to drag him through, and then went too deep.
Yeah, he tried to let go and bring him in a little bit, but I don't know what happened. Didn't sound good.
There you go.
So no South Hempstead with the C truck.
No motorized ladders.
Are we gonna have anybody else without a
They're
C
gonna,
truck
They're going to
today?
be running C hose, though, I believe.
Up to the lights will be number 6, the Hagerman Gambler.
You talk about John's listening up there in Ilion. You say Ilion, no, that's up by Deerfield, pretty far. His son Kyle works and lives down in North Carolina. He's chiming in every week. He's always watching. Used to race for the Deerfield Hosebusters.
Johnny's
Kevin
never,
Wheelock, think about that.
yeah, Johnny's never thrown here for Aaron Allen in the
Okay.
see ladder contest for Hagerman.
Listen, according to the records here, 909 team record with this current team that's coming down the track.
Here it comes.
All right, here comes Hageman. Gets off about 165. Leaves him right
Good job.
with a little bit of momentum. They lay him in nice. Got a chance to be a good shot, and they do.
Truck seemed like it did a little more steering than they maybe have wanted. Let's see what the time is.
Time for Hagerman with penalty 9.41.
9:41 with penalty. We'll get you a cone time. There you go.
46.
346 to the cone, so
Yeah.
400 set it on.
And that truck went a little bit left to right. If that was straight, they might have been in trouble for getting disqualified.
Definitely had some giddy up to it, that's for sure. That thing was moving. Thought it was a nice job, Aaron Allen, finishing that climb off. A little squirrely there, but he did a great job.
Yeah.
And again, according to the top 20 stat list that was put together in the offseason, that's the second fastest shot in the history of the Hagerman Gamblers. 909 last year at Lindenhurst, 941 today, 946 back in 1999. Not sure who was climbing there for the Gamblers, but Aaron Allen.
What year?
Aaron Allen, you might want to start to learn, right? Again,
Allen.
we're going to see him dumping double A.
You know who climbed
Aaron, yes. Here's another truck that's going to be moving.
Watch this truck go.
Yeah,
It seems to be right. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a cone penalty.
Listen to this, 872-888-908 for the hobos all year so far.
All right, here comes Danny Jackson, right to that 150. Gets that little pop right second. Gonna be deep, straight ladder. Richie Arnett is in. He climbs through the bank. Nice job with his straight ladder.
What a climb.
Man,
That climber
that's a
right there.
straight
That is
ladder.
not an easy climb right there.
Time for Central Iceland 9 9.36.
9:36, deep in the patch. Twan, talk about
One of the-
climbing a ladder like that.
Listen, it is one of the most difficult in my opinion because you got to take larger steps. Now they climb with a 7-step ladder on top of it. So not only are you fighting it all the way up, you're trying to keep your momentum, and then that grab is going to be a lot harder to get because you're going to have to stretch out for it. Hobo's climber doing it week in and week out. He made that shot. That 9:36 is all on him. Give him the credit for getting to that top. It's not an easy thing to do.
And the
he's
same
19.
One, and the same one, if you look at the climb in B ladder,
Yeah.
that ladder was getting away from him. He does a nice job of grabbing and holding on to the top rung in that one as well.
I'm surprised
And
he
you're right,
finished that one.
19 years old,
Man.
obviously strong as an ox, but 19 years old.
But you got to push through that at the end, right, Twan? I mean, you got to work the last few
Listen,
steps to make the top rung.
Yeah, and he did. And it's not easy what he did
Yeah,
right
he
there.
showed this last year with a couple of glimpses, but now it's every time down the track.
They're going to start expecting it, and we're seeing it.
That
Seeing
looked
it
like,
live.
when Danny chirped it, that truck really still had a lot of momentum. Here comes North Belmore.
We got the Rinky Dinks and the Speedwagon on their way down. Just inside the 6-foot mark. Cochran's got a nice climb going.
Hey, there we go.
Can you hear Rob when he talks?
Mid-9 is a
Oh, you can. Okay. Sorry, Rob. to
the
cut you
number
off.
of the day.
For North Belmore,
A little bit.
9.41.
Oh, tied for second.
9:41 there for North Belmore.
That ties Hagerman for second place.
3:51 to the cone, so the truck's right there. Again, I thought he brought him a little bit deep, might have hurt his momentum. I'd like to see a little more push at the end, grabbing for the top rung. They'll see that in their video.
Yep, agree with you there, Lenny. And Shawnee Corcoran to throw his back. Joe's brother, right? Not cousin, they're brothers. Joey, 9:08 to his back a few years ago. That's his personal best. And so another young climber, or maybe I don't know how old he is, but another climber who is someone to keep an eye on. 5:07 last year at the Central Ice up at the end of the year, the McCaffrey drill, and then a 9:08 a couple years back. So 9:41 today. Again, with that team being back on the track, the Rinky Dinks is someone to keep your eye on as the year continues.
Yeah, they've been showing us stuff off and on over the last couple of years. They need to put a couple of whole drills together. They're going to be there.
We still like to see, half a second come off that time, though. You know what I mean? I'd like to see that 8 come out. Rob, you said you're going to see a lot of them today so far.
Too deep.
0.
All right. I'm still hopeful.
Paul, they pointed a little bit away from the hydrant there.
Yeah, it looks like it to me.
He's going to hopefully straighten that out quick.
Well, I'm sure he'll.
Billy, watch your
see it
score
happening
sheet. It's ready to
live.
float.
All right, here come the snails.
Does.
Truck got a little movement in the brake. Lets him go. Maybe an extra step. Ryan Kinley got a very nice climb going.
See him shoot his hand at the top there? That's what you like to see.
You want to talk about the antithesis of their climb in B ladder, right? Like complete opposite right there.
9.51.
9:51 for the Snails.
That's going to be fifth. Fifth place right now. 3:59 to the cones. Gives him a ladder that's climbable, and he eats it up.
Your attention, please. Number 11, Farmingville, is on a 20-minute breakdown. Farmingville.
So Farmingville on a breakdown right now, but we're getting some good times, guys.
That's going to put West Sable to the line.
Up to the lights will be number 12, the West Sable Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, West Sable, the winners of the Sea Ladder events 5 times out of the 19 years of the Hunter Drill. Again, Mikey Mara on all of those. West Sable this season so far in this contest, 9:56, Rob, the fastest, 9:74 in Merrick. So capable of 9.1s, 9.2s, I would think. No? What do you? I mean,
Definitely go deeper than a 9.5, but got to bring it to the track.
yeah.
Sun is really getting in our faces right now, but we're going to bring it to you as best we can.
Rob, Billy Hothan, 8.99 personal best.
Drifts a little bit one side. Keep it in the safety zone. Oh. We're talking 6 inches within the safety zone there, Rob. It was really close, but nice job out of ladder team to keep it in.
Yeah, it kind of came down the street a little bit. This crown on this road has beat up many a driver.
With penalty, 9.99.
9.99.
I haven't way left at the end there. Oh, man.
What was that cone? I didn't hear the number, guys.
3:47.
Okay.
Up to the lights, number 13, the Iceland.
So both Rob and Twan, you guys have run here. It seems like it's a challenge for the driver to fight that crown a little bit, to bring it right down the middle.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a product of the new pavement. I don't know. I don't ever remember that really being an issue
Pavement's been
here.
down here 4 or 5 years now. It's not new. There's always been that little crown.
Well, the other one was from 1993, so this is it's still.
Well, here's
still
Isla
an
Wolves talk about running an 8. Here's an opportunity.
Here's our first 8 right here we were talking about for Noonan.
Yeah, they have yet to
I'm
put it in the
running
8.
running out of teams.
907, 922 already this year for the
Prediction could
Wolves.
go south real fast.
Correct.
How did it
And
last week?
a 910 at Selden.
There you go.
Josh Kayson's personal best, 874, back when he was with the Guzzlers.
And we talked about last week. Mike Welton thinks he's got this truck under control and running the right way now. So that was the first time running it last week. Let's see if just with it.
All right, truck got a little movement, gets off just before the 150. Long break. It's going to be a big staircase for Josh. He's going up. Great
They're
grab.
going to like that.
240 dig the grab. 240 dig the grab.
That is because of the veterans on the back. They were able to do that. They leaped into the patch. They were outside.
Time for Iceland. 8.94.
894 there for the
What a
Wolves.
job of finishing that
I'll
climb.
tell you, the veterans on the back of that truck, I thought Mike stopped, if that truck stopped, whether it was Mike or not, it was outside. They had to leap over the line to get inside the patch. But when they did it, they didn't just dig it. They still kept together, and they kept the momentum going, and that made all the difference there for Josh.
Paul, check your wires. You're going in and out a little bit.
Am I?
Make sure everything's tight.
Yeah. Great job by Josh finishing that climb off there. I mean, he was way out. Good job fighting it back by the climbers and the thrower from keeping things slamming into the ladder. And Josh, I mean, I tell you, that last 3 steps, boy, he covered that distance in a hurry to make that thing look smooth. Great job for the Wolves, 894.
Yeah,
First place shot right there.
And you know, their team summary in that contest looks real good right now. 922, 907, 910, and now an 894.
Defending
in the
state
right
champs on the
direction.
line here.
What was that cone time?
353.
North Lindy yet to put it in the 8s for the season. 931, 911.
And advisor assisted 951.
Yep.
All right, Scott, almost to the cones. Brings it in. Held it maybe a little bit. Ducky's got a really good climb going.
Oh, good finish by Ducky.
I don't think I'm going to get my second 8, but it's going to be in the neighborhood.
256, third rung to grab. 256. Sorry, dig to grab. 256.
9.12.
912. I thought Scott Rice kept it about the straightest of any driver right there, Paul. He kept it solid right on down the line.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought maybe he killed the truck a little bit in here, right? He was outside a little bit. Had to really hold on to that brake to get him into the patch.
See Farmingville coming to the line off their breakdown, so we have one more team to go.
No.
I mean, that shot was similar to Islip where, you know, it wasn't perfect on the drop, but the 4 veterans on the back made it happen almost like nothing was wrong. Like
Yeah.
the 4 guys, the ladder goes in together and goes up nice.
And the difference between the Wolves shot and the knocker shot, you have a 240 dig to grab on the Wolves shot and a 256 dig to grab on the knocker shot. 1600ths of a difference, and that's your 894 to 912.
Just that alone, I think, was the momentum going into the pit.
Right. So it's all of that gets taken into account.
Twan, when you say dig to grab, you're basically talking about the climb.
The climb, exactly.
Yes.
You know, that's always a split time that we were paid attention to. And, you know, back in the days when you're running against, you know, Mackie Mara, he was always putting them 2-3, 2-4. So, like you said, Paulie, before, you know, when other guys are doing it, you want to watch them and try to get in that range.
JoJo would base everything off that 230 climb.
230, 240. I mean, 250 is a great climb, but yeah, 240, 230 is really, that's ideal. That's where
That's
you,
moving,
that's where you
man.
want to be.
That's moving.
Listen, you want to put that 5.0, that 8.7, that's the number you need.
That's moving.
All right, off a breakdown. Here come the Bandits. Into that break. Stops it. They got a lunge to make the patch. This one's going to hit hard. Oh, it comes to climb. It goes through the ladder.
You know, we saw, you would see the second half of this race, almost everybody was outside. And the difference between Farmingville is not having that veteran group, right? That's done it a bunch of times.
13:32 for the Bandits there. Little extra driving. Got a little hairy at the end there.
I'll tell you, it'd be fun to see if Point Pleasant was here. I'd like to see a shot from that kid with these shots today.
Yeah, right. So 5 points for Islip, back-to-back fivers. North Lindenhurst going to get 4. And then we got a tie for 3rd and 4th between North Belmore and Hagerman.
So what do we do? 3 plus 2 divided
And-
by 2?
Yeah, I think
Is that the Common Core, man?
Hold on.
These guys are teachers.
I have a calculator on my phone. Hold on.
2.5.
And then
Shout out
you're
to
going to
Bill
get
Rouse.
1 point. It's going to be West Hempstead's 950, just eking out Lyndhurst's 951. So 951. Oh, no, wait.
No.
I'm missing the
We forgot about the
936.
hobos. Forgot
Right.
about the hobos.
So it's really the 2 and 1 is going to split it.
2 plus 1 is 3.
Okay.
Now you got all new math.
One
Get out
and
your
a half.
calculators.
Well, if we make a number bond, right, we can take the 3 and break it up into 1 plus 2, and then break the 2 into 1 and
I
1.
believe it's going to be 1
and
and
then
a
add
half.
a half off of that.
We shut the door and skipped that in my room.
Don't they call that PEMDAS?
What'd you say, Paul? That's when we shut the door.
Yeah, we shut the door and do it differently. We do it 1960 style. 2 plus 1 is 3.
Don't tell your parents, kids.
No,
Actually gonna learn.
please go tell them. They love it.
They do,
Hey,
right?
Parents love it, yeah. All right, so that's going to complete the C ladder contest here. Things are moving along pretty well. I don't know if you guys want to wait for the official.
Yeah.
They did test the water before the
Oh,
drill.
yeah, Disneyland
It's
is
going to be
here.
all of 460, 461.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they're going to throw one test in the street and get going.
Move the equipment.
Here's the results.
So I know what? 10, 9, 6, 5.5, 4.5? 10, 9, 6, 5.5, 5. 4.5.
Check.
All
You agree?
Don't be confusing the people at home, Twat.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say it
Let 'em do
slower
their
in a
thing.
moment.
We know you mean well.
I'll let Chris go first.
Class C. First place, 5 points with a time of 8.94. Number 13, Iceland. Second place, 4 points. Number 14, North Lindenhurst. Third place, 3 points. Number 8, Central Iceland. There'll be a tie for 4th and 5th. Each team will get 1 1/2 points. Number 6,
We were
Eagle,
right.
and number 9, North.
We got it right.
Got to see these teachers up here scribbling and dividing.
How about this? 58 minutes and we ran 3 contests. All right, we're rocking and rolling right here. 1 water test and we're going to be right back at you. Going to a commercial though, right, fellas?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be
We
back
are.
with C-Hose.
Disneyland Hose coming at you next.
With over 30 years of service in the fire industry, High Tech Fire and Safety continues to be a proud sponsor of the New York State Fire Department drill teams. High Tech has been honored to serve as master distributor for Morning Pride products, including state-of-the-art bunker gear, USAR gear, EMS gear, helmets, gloves, hoods, and boots. In addition to Morning Pride gear by Honeywell, High Tech also provides quality products including Genesis extrication equipment, CMC rescue products, and Mercedes hose, providing your fire department with the highest level of support and service for all of your personal protection equipment needs. For a personalized demo or to speak to a certified sales specialist, call 631-777-5170 or visit hightechfireny.com. The instantaneous on-scene electronic personnel accountability system used by the FDNY and many other fire departments nationwide is now available from Systems Definition Incorporated or your local Motorola dealer. SDI is a well-known software application developer for FDNY and is the company behind this game-changing technology. SDI has paired with New York State fire departments, including Central Islip, to solve the challenge of accounting for members who respond after the tones go off. Keep track of your members at your next big incident with a proven solution designed with the New York State Volunteer Fire Department in mind. For more information, visit systemsdefinition.com. H2M Architects and Engineers is a full-service consulting and design firm with a dedicated team that has over 200 years of combined experience serving the emergency services industry. No one understands the needs of first responders better than fellow service members, and H2M is proud to count several of their own staff among them. Whether it's a rehabilitation project or new construction, each design considers the responder's workflow, enabling safer operations and faster response times when it matters most. H2M is proud of their long history of client service and consistent ability to meet architectural, engineering, and environmental challenges head-on while offering a practical approach with creative results. Remember, quality response deserves quality design. For more information, please visit www.h2m.com. Coastal Fire Systems is the official SCBA dealer for New York State drill teams. Scott air packs, cylinders, RIP packs, refill compressor systems, gas detectors, ProTech and Dragon fire gloves, as well as the future in thermal imaging technology. Coastal is also a one-stop dealer for Petzl, Scott, CMC, and Colorado bailout systems, along with professional training to keep your members sharp and meet New York State requirements. For more information, check them out at www.coastalfiresystems.com. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off for your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Since 1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept Technology Consulting is proud to be joining the drill team family as the exclusive IT professionals for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept delivers computer and technology support to fire departments, EMS agencies, businesses, villages, and libraries throughout the tri-state area. In addition to computer support and knowledge, Adept also provides IP telephone and camera solutions, as well as a variety of technology assistance packages, all with 24-hour support. No IT problem is too little or too large for Adept. For more information or to speak to an IT professional, call 631-676-1756 or head to adept-techconsulting.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The Titan Group is the trusted name in apparel customization industry as a one-stop shop for all your drill team and department needs. As always, we offer all our in-house services, screen printing, embroidery, sublimation, and graphic design. Take advantage of our custom online ordering system. Simply choose your products, choose your logos, and have your members pay online. All your orders are separated upon delivery. Browse our vendor catalogs at www.titangrouapparel.com and follow us on Instagram at Titan Group Racing. Call us at 631-859-0075 or see Artie Seskine or Devin Robinson on the track. All 8, all day. Gear up, get on that Titan Group.
44 feet 1 inch of 2 1/2 inch Saturn hose with a 3/4 inch nozzle tip. 4.73. All teams line up for motor hose Class C.
All right. Motor Hose Class C coming up here from the Joe Hunter invite.
If you guys are just joining in, I'm going to give you a little bit of rundown. So after 3 contests, Islip has 10, North Lindenhurst 9, Central Islip 6, and those have been the top 3, you know, all year long. Those have been the teams. Then you got 5.5 for North Belmore, 5 West Hempstead, 4.5 Hagerman, 2 for South Hempstead, 2 for Oyster Bay, and 1 for West Sable.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much scored here today. The
11-team drill.
Thought the Sails were going to sneak in there with that 51 and just got bumped out.
Yeah, right at the end. Second half of the scorecard again, doing the damage.
Yeah, we're in that bottom half there, you know.
The whole tournament's the bottom half.
So if you took from the pea pickers up. Hey, what a beautiful night it is here. Great crowd here at the Hempstead track over here.
Really good crowd. We're looking over here on the north side, and I tell you what, it's filled out nicely. We are now having people start to fill in the south side. I mean, that's the south side's filled. The north side, where they usually be,
yeah, good crowd over there.
In a little bit. Right?
Lights are set. The next contest is Motor Hose Class C.
We look up to the top of the track and we see South Hempstead.
1.86.
They're going to make a shot right here after sitting out on B ladder and C ladder.
In this event.
I got to tell you, there's some delicious smelling food down there below.
I agree, and it's like when you drive by a McDonald's and they blow it into the street, right? So you can smell it going by. We're smelling a whole bunch of good food.
Just looking down below there, it was a line 5 deep in there to get those. Those sausage and peppers smell delicious up here.
I could have sworn it was drawing Lenny that way, but now I see him back on the track.
I'll bet you they have some ketchup and mustard down there, too.
I bet you they do. Listen.
Hey, guys, down here in the trailer, in the truck, just wanted to let you know, speaking of the vendors, we've got 2 vendors who are donating back to the Joe Hunter Fund today. Maxi Cigars in Franklin Square and Lost Farmer Brewery, who's actually working with our own Devin Robinson on his own brew. But they're donating parts of the proceeds back to the charity today, so we just wanted to give them a shout out.
All right, that's good news right there. Good stuff. Everybody giving here at the Joe Hunter, which we always like. And they're doing really well. You know, they got a great crowd right here.
Yeah, this is,
and you're right, Billy. What a beautiful day. I mean, sun is starting to set over there to the west, and the wind is light. American flags adorning the poles. It's a really, and they did a really good job manicuring the grass.
Yeah,
this place looks phenomenal tonight.
Tip top, ready for action.
It really is. If you're out there in radio and TV land and listening into the broadcast, stay with us. But if you're here and listening, you're seeing what we're talking about.
Let's bring back the 4th of July drill.
No, it's not. Good weekend. Looking forward to a good weekend, right?
Remember when we were kids? I mean, I used to ruin that weekend so bad.
Yeah.
But it was I tell you, that was always a great tournament. I mean, everyone would show up for that.
Oh yeah, for how many years? A very long time.
The times, I mean, you had to run some crazy times just to get on the just to get a cup.
Yeah.
Let alone come down the track at the end of the day. I mean, some of the
talk about scorecards
and hoses and B ladders you've ever seen.
Second half of the scorecard, and you'd see. I mean, there were 60 teams running in some of those drills, and scorecard was tremendous. I'm kind of enjoying the 11-team drill right here tonight. Best teams in the sport going at it.
They will be shortly.
Looks like the wind is coming out from the west, too. We're getting a little bit of wind in our face. Maybe it's coming a little southwest, but track's almost all in shade now, so it shouldn't affect the drivers. Actually, when you're driving in C or B hose here, just as you leave the hydrant, you'll enter the sun-soaked area.
Like the shadows at Wrigley.
Don't let them bite you.
There's
the thing about when later in the year when you have the town drill, we'd run into town drill at Central Islip, and by the time you got to BOs a lot of the time,
you're pissed off.
dark, it's so dark, and it's one thing when you're looking up the track from the stands, it doesn't look that bad, but when you're in the back of the truck looking this way,
You aren't seeing anything.
holy cow, it's dark. We've had some CO shots in the dark like that, and it was like, woo.
Oh, definitely got to be a scary thing. All right, looks like
Yeah, so, Paul, there was a question earlier. It's just been so long. If a team breaks a Joe Hunter record, we're not thing.
No.
It is what it is, and
Yes,
that's
it is what it
becomes
is.
a
No,
Joe
yeah.
Hunter record.
Well, we don't-
This
we don't
is more
stop
or
the
less
tournament.
what's the right word?
Yeah.
Presentation drill? No, wrong word.
I think they got to turn your mic up a little, Len.
All right, so Chris,
There
if
you
you
go.
got my
Little better.
mic, if you can turn it up a little. Yeah, this is just more of a fun drill. It's not a sanctioned drill, and you get what you get for water, and you get what you get on the clocks. The reason they didn't time the water with the official equipment is they said, we don't need to. We're going to do it with stopwatches. We're going to keep it moving, and that's it.
Yeah, so that's fine. And, like, if you ask me, that 1186 Joe Hunter record by West Sable, not going to be broken today. So I don't think we have to worry about that, but imagine it was. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. What they announced, 476?
Yeah, I think something like that.
476 or 473 water, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah,
but,
if you time that on regular equipment, maybe it's 4.6, right? How about a nose sighting in the stands? I haven't seen nose in a while.
Uh-oh.
is he here? Did you hear that?
He's here. He's right behind you.
Oh, I might
He's
have
looking
to get
for
an
a
interview.
dance.
Be careful.
Yeah,
He might
that
challenge
be
you to
money
a,
interview.
A dance
A
off
push-up contest.
or a push-up contest.
Oh, yeah, he made it to the top row, too. So,
Yeah, he did.
hey, if the host committee get it ready with a few strong guys, or a bottle of Svedka, that seems to
Yeah, he'll dance right down to the
that
bottom.
loosens
Oh,
him up.
I see him now. He's by that big.
He's like the
metal
Tin Man,
pole
you know,
there.
with the oil on his joints.
Looks like he's holding court up there. He's got a lot of people around him.
Oh, is that Ralph up there with him? Up there
Is that Ralph?
Yeah. It's Ralph. Mike Athenas.
Is he,
He
Rogan
was up there
talking about?
before.
Is that Ralph? Yeah, I think it is.
It's like
Profile it is.
Mike, right? I think so. He lost the stash.
To
Yeah, I was about to say, he's got to bring back the stash.
get ready to make the return for the county for the Westbury Turtle.
Oh, yeah,
Nights.
he's climbing for you guys?
Yeah, he's we got to climb it for. The super team is coming
Ralph
through.
Rubino climbing for Westbury.
What do you think? That might be a good trio to go into the MBOs. What do you think?
I think they would eat you. All right, here we go. Looks like they're getting the track ready here. Water's on the track. We're sweeping it off. We're squeegeeing it. There we go.
Hey guys, while we have a break, I just wanted to remind everybody. First of all, we've got over 400 viewers
All right.
over all of our different platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, even Twitter. Now you can watch.
Ooh,
But
Twitter.
on top of that as well, we just want to ask everybody: hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hit all those as many times as you can. Anytime you're watching us, it helps us spread the word on the broadcast. So please do that. The like and subscribe buttons, smash them, smash them. Thank you.
Going to be smashers, I guess, today.
I didn't hear what he said. I'm sorry.
Got to smash our Facebook and Twitter accounts. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's get that popularity number up there for the tournament. Here we go. South Hempstead
All right.
Rascals on the line right now.
Who's that on the line, Billy?
The Rascals.
The Westerners? All right, we got.
Rascals.
I'm going to test the water through their
The
hose.
Rascals here.
'cause-
This is South Hempstead.
Oh, okay. Rascals. Okay.
No, Mike Spatz on 100 today. Brian Marr anchoring. Father Tommy doing the driving here for the South Hempstead Rascals. Old man Benny up top breaking for Vinny Tires. Here come the Rascals.
Wouldn't be the Rascals without Benny out there. On the approach through the cone. Hard break at the hydrant. Off.
That's off fast.
Water on. Gonna be all about the top right here. Nozzle. Oh, he just misses getting the nozzle on. The water was boogieing. He had a shot at it.
Yeah, a little bit tentative attacking it, Paul. 752 on the stick. I thought he was back a little bit. 475 through the hose. So a chance, but I thought it was a little bit.
Really, yeah.
Time for South Hempstead. 22.23.
22-23 there for the Rascals. 71 cone time.
Yeah, I mean, they were back a little bit at the hydrant, but a nice hookup kept the momentum. Truck took off, but
West Hempstead Westerner.
they had time.
Yeah, a little time there. Benny got there, broke it for him. Nice. He looked like he twisted. He looked at it a little bit, and then he went for the move.
Yeah, I thought he picked it up maybe a
picked it
little
up,
bit too
looked at it,
much.
Just a touch. But the water was moving, that's for sure.
Yep.
Spats put some water in the hose there. You got after he got off the truck, couple extra steps. I'm sure you like.
Right?
But not a bad looking run there.
All right, next up,
For
West
the
Hempstead.
Rascals. West Hempstead on the line.
5 points so far in the first 3 contests, all in 3 minutes.
1272 with the North Belmore invite a couple weeks ago. That was good for a 4th place finish there, and veteran team on the back of the truck here for Kenny Brome doing the driving. John Poirot on the nozzle. You got Craig up top shooting target. So, and that 1272 a little low on that. Could have been a little touch better, I thought, at the North
Yeah, I
Belmore
agree.
invite.
Now, they talk about the crown and the road, and this crown is definitely you get into the hydrant. This crown just drags that truck into the hydrant, so you got to be really wary of where you are.
Kenny's home track here for about 35 years, so
Yeah, I would imagine
he knows
good.
what he's doing.
He's good.
Hey, you guys hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, barely.
Okay, good.
Like,
Yeah, it seems a little low. Chris, purple mic, if you could turn it up. Anybody?
All right. Couple rows of the engine. West Hempstead has the track. Here they come.
Kenny's got it on a rope right here. Into the hard brake at the hydrant. Water in the hose.
There we go.
Drops him right on top up front. Oh, he goes on his heels. And he gets it and hits the target. Just leaned back on his heels, but he gets the nozzle on.
Ralph Farrell doing a nice break there.
It's a solid 12 right there.
12.75. 12.75.
So 1275 there.
357.
57 to the cone. Lenny, you could see it right in front of you. It looked like after as he was getting the nozzle on, he kind of leaned back on his heels.
A little bit.
Lights.
A little bit.
Number 5, the Oyster Bay Teddy's
So
Boys.
744 stick. 53 water through the hose for the Westerners right there. So they got themselves some good hose right where you want to be.
Yeah, I wanted to see it be moving when it came through. I mean, that really shot up pretty nice.
Take a look at both of those shots. I mean, and Kenny drops them right on top of it. They took about 2 hard stopping steps, and they were at the coupling.
Yeah, you plenty of time up there. I mean, Ralph breaks it there. Craig had nice time to put it on, and
Yeah, a lot of that's that hometown, cooking right there. He knows where he's got to drop them. He knows what the water's going to do, and he did it as good as you could do it right there in terms of driving that truck.
this track's hot. I mean, these trucks are stopping great. DC trucks. You can really bring it in hard on these things.
Oyster Bay Rough Riders. Oyster Bay Rough Riders. Maybe not the Rough Riders, but how about the Teddy Boys? Where was I going with that?
He might use those. I don't know what he is, though.
Holy flashback, Batman.
Yeah, maybe it's the Rough Riders hose.
Yeah, back in the days.
Joe Boy had it in his basement.
The electric blue.
He used it with the Bayman.
Billy, tell us about the history of electric blue.
Electric blue. All right, here come the Teddy's Boys on the line. Matt Rath on the hydrant today.
Ah.
Alex Cruz going to be doing the anchoring.
He goes out the middle of the track a little bit. Now he's bringing it back tight. He's going to be brought down the hill right here, and he is. Rats off. Hand out. Oh, goes under. Drops the coupling. Now he's got to find his mark. He does. Now the water's on.
A lot of steering going on that one.
Yeah, he was out on the track, and then you could look at his tire, his brakes, he's out, and then, man, I'm telling you, with the crown, it just drags him down the hill. Rath got off, and I think he was a little too particular.
Yeah.
Oyster Bay, 17.44.
1744. These couplings are made to slam them on and make the turn, and he tried to place it on, and he went right underneath, and then he dropped the
He
coupling.
turned that into a 5-step event. Get off truck, take 2 steps, put the
Number
high.
6,
5 water through their hose. 475.
So getting back to what Lenny was getting at, we have these electric blue shirts on, and I don't know if you know what I know. Outside of an 80s song called Electric Blue, what else was Electric Blue back in the 80s, Paul?
Electric, who sang
Electric Blue. No. It was a TV show on a certain channel.
It was?
Yeah. Lenny got it.
Electric Blue.
Look at him playing dumb up there, Billy. I've never seen him look so stupid.
Electric Blue?
Electric.
Oh, it's more like
MTV?
electric blue.
I don't know. My father didn't have all the channels at our house. We were young.
Cable.
You had to pay for those.
Oh, yeah, it was cable pay. It was pay TV back then. He says, I got electric blue shirts. I go, like the TV show?
Billy, are they not better than light gray? Come on.
I like the light gray. I mean,
Me
this
too.
is blue.
I'm a fan of gray. We look like a bunch of blueberries.
If I get any mustard on this, it's going to turn green.
Hey, what do you mean if you're getting any mustard? Well, there is
No, we don't get mustards.
there's a condiment shortage in America because we can't get
no
them.
baby formula or condiments.
Shout out to the Titan Group.
At least we're
for
consistent.
supplying all the shirts for all the teams today, and some of that money goes to the Joe Hunter Fund.
Great
which is
job, Artie. All right, next on the line, we have the Hagerman Gamblers here. CO splits for the year. They got a 12.77. They ran to Lindenhurst.
Baby formula and condiments. Baby formula and condiments we were
For a
short.
second place shot there, but yeah, CO's, that was his first time Robert Tascio bring him on the track in this thing. So let's see how they do tonight at Disneyland.
I always say this is a team you always got to pay attention to when they're running hoses. Cola's stick hand is just so quick.
Cola had his stick hand in a bucket of ice when I was over there before.
Oh, yeah?
He said, I got to keep this thing cold because it's going to be hot on the track. Let's see what Cola can do here.
Oh, Lord. All right, here we come. A little steering going on. A little left to right. He's about in the middle of the track, not really where he wants to be. Cola jumps off. Gets the water in the hose. Johnny on the flap. Oh, he drops him back. He's going to have to boogie. Just doesn't get there. The water beats him.
Yeah, a lot of walking up top for Johnny Sambra.
But it looked like he brought him in deep and wide.
Right.
The hydrant. What a great job lunging over to even get it.
I agree, Lenny. That's not Cola's thing, but he leaped.
With penalty, 18.61,
1861 there.
You got to swipe at that one. That was that water.
43 to the cone, so that's the fastest we've seen this year. Lenny, give us the top, though. He did not have enough time.
So, all right, 7-11 stick.
Up to the lights.
7 water through the hose. I just don't know if the drop down here was perfect for what he had to do with the hydrant. So really difficult job for the nozzle man. They attacked it, but just couldn't get there in time.
Well, I thought he dropped them back and no momentum. They had to get on their horse and giddy up, and the water beat them to the coupling.
Without a doubt. I mean, but great job at the hydrant, just even being able to hook it. That's as a whole, like myself, you love it here at Hempstead to challenge the guys up and really, get it on the hydrant, and now, man, are you any good? Put it on and then hit it.
Oh, yeah.
And there's
Out, Lenny.
a couple of tenths off of being perfect right there.
That was a challenge up top, sure. And they got after pretty good there, too, up top. They're no slouch. And he dropped them back a little bit. He had steps. Usually it was 2 steps.
And he's not called Johnny on the flat for nothing. I mean,
that's for sure.
They just didn't have the opportunity when they got to the top. All right, this is the CI Hobos, 6 points on the day. They are in an unfamiliar position. At this point, they're usually winning the drill so far this year. Right now, they're down a little. See what they got. Here they come. Off to the middle of the track. Blowing some dust. Now he gets in, goes down the hill. Off at the hydrant. Got to come back a little bit. One of those. Oh, I love the right-hand turn. Drop at the hydrant at the nozzle. He's plenty of time.
Nice looking shot.
And he annihilates the flap. Man, the right-hand turn. He actually had to go back a half step at the hydrant. Nice job.
That's going to be a big number.
For Central Iceland. 1-2.60. 12.60.
12.60. That's going to be 58 to the cone. That's your first place shot.
12.60.
Big
Best shot of the year for the Hobos right there.
CI's truck slower than normal on this 2 runs today.
Up to the lights. Number 9. North Belmont Rinky
A little deep up top there, but the right-hand turn took care of that.
Oh, they were waiting for water.
Sure thing. Right, just a touch off to the left, but not a bad shot on the target at all.
Always one of my favorite chops of the hydrant, when you're just there and you hit that extra little hard brake and you literally just step off. It's a piece of cake. Bus stop, right-hand turn, water on, and you always love your time after that.
Yeah.
Lenny's got a re-battery, it looks like. I have battery. Oh, can you hear, Lenny?
Check.
I got batteries up here, or we can throw them down.
Oh,
Go stand in front of the target.
I put batteries in front of everything tonight. Yeah, 12.60 there. It's the 4th 12 this year. Every time they've run out, good 12s, and they keep getting better, the Hobos.
Halfway through the scorecard, first place, as we're looking at now. Next on the line, North Belmore. So the next up for everybody here is their counties, like Nassau County on the 9th, Suffolk County on the 9th. Nassau County is at here, right? Or is that Merrick? No, Nassau County is at Merrick.
Westbury
hosted by Westbury. Suffolk County and Copeg, hosted by Copeg. And we'll give you the rest of the 9th in a sec. Here comes the Rinky Dinks.
Rinky Dinks on the year with a 12.69, 3rd best time ever in Rinky Dink history.
Is it?
Yeah.
Approaching the hydrant. Hard break. Oh, comes up a little crazy. Looks like he was doing the triple jump there. Hop, skip, jump as he got to the hydrant. Big kick coming up, rolling behind him, and he hits the target. Something the way he got off, right? He did a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, Sean always has that unorthodox way of doing things.
Yeah, I thought that was really unorthodox.
He really stood up there.
14.57.
14:57 right there. You know, Sean, right? That's how many times does he run if he's just back this week? So
Check 1, 2.
Up to the lights.
I don't have to run it.
10. Lindenhurst Snares.
we got.
After 12:69, I don't know if I'm going to switch back just yet.
Right.
Hey guys, I re-battery. Got me?
All right, I got you.
All right, cool.
1275, 1260, 1275. Top two runs right here, and then that 1457 right there is third. So coming to the line, we said Lindenhurst Snails. Also on the 9th, the day of the co-counties down here, one in Merrick, one in Copiague, is the drill up in Deerfield, which will be a combined western and northern drill.
Ooh, excellent.
It'll be the debut of this year's Great Bend Cobras.
Fantastic. Also,
Northern finally getting out.
we have the county parade in Westbury, the county parade in Copiague for Suffolk and Nassau, and afterwards, if you're around, you get to throw balls at Uncle Billy in the dunk tank.
Ah, that's worth
So
it.
warm those arms up for after the tournament.
I told you I wouldn't go in it.
Get some swing oil in
I
there.
wouldn't go in it. You're
gonna give it a shot.
You're going to be down for a week. That dunk tank is
You
paralyzed.
better listen to that broadcast very carefully.
We got to walk. We got to work. We'll talk about that too. About you guys chiming in.
Was
Yeah,
it
we'll
like
work on
Dunk a
that.
Turtle?
Oh, yeah.
Turtle.
Uncle Turtle.
He's used to the water. They should put him over a hot fire,
And Lenny's going to be in the kissing booth.
like the Fonz.
All right. Exactly. Here come the snails.
All right.
Snails on the year so far. Only one time has he seen with an overtime.
Yeah, they got a nice line, but now Weck takes him out a little bit in the street. He's going to have to bring it back. Now they're going down the hill. Right-hand turn, just too far. That was an example of being too far out in the track, and you couldn't make the right-hand turn.
You're right, Paul. Couldn't get there. Just a step past it. Brandon, great athlete, just couldn't get back to it.
Yeah, a little closer, and he probably would have had it.
Yeah, Brendan out there. Christian Brody first.
For Lindenhurst. 14.47. 14.47.
Christian
enough for
Brody taking over the anchoring spot for Whammo. Whammo said, I had enough. He said, don't worry about it. It's not because I'm hurt or I'm old. I just don't feel like doing it. I want Christian to do it. He made that very, very pointedly.
Farmingville Bandits.
But you can see right there, it's, you both guys got to get over there. It looked like Christian was a couple steps behind the Hydra man. Brendan was going for
Yeah,
it.
he definitely ended up with a short arm, but I still think they were so far out. I don't know because they were that deep that he could have made it over to the coupling. Farmingville Bandits.
Yeah, middle of the track. Not a
Looking
good
to
place
get
to
on
be.
the scoreboard today.
All
Run
right.
some farming, really good hose last couple of years.
Fargo with a 5-pointer last week, I believe.
Yeah. My daughter had him pegged for third. We always talk about who's going to be top 5 on the way out. My daughter had the Bandits pegged for third today. Not looking good, Abs.
1265 last week at the Selden Invite. First time out with the C truck this year, and that was good for first place. 5 points out there.
Gonna have to show
Justin
improvement
back on the hydrant today, so they're back to the regular mid-season squad now. Justin's still keeping away from the ladder here, giving his wrist a little more time to heal up.
Yeah, you don't
we
use your
go.
wrist when you're on hoses, right?
Truck
Here he
is out of
comes. Making the approach. At the hydrant with speed. Oh, I think he might have double clutched it. That stick did not go down immediately. The water's catching him. Looked like a little hesitation on the stick. I think Lenny's frustrated with his mic.
14.22.
14:22, and it's going to be.
361.
That's unlike
he
Farmerville.
definitely had a little
361, right?
difficulty on that one, yeah.
14:22. Yeah, it's third place, but not what they were looking for.
Nah, water didn't look like it's Farmerville water either through a
I
hose.
just didn't.
Lights, number 12. West Sayville Flying Dutchman.
Something happened at the hydrant there where he didn't get that clean shot, and
Yeah, it almost looked like he delayed on pulling the stick ball,
Yeah.
and I only had him 494 water through the hose. So
yeah, he had Mo.
it's not
He
a
had
Farmingville
Mo.
shot.
He had Mo, but he was back. I mean, when you It's so hard. Think about, drivers are position too. And it's so hard week to week, different conditions, different tracks to really get that guy in the right spot. And when you do, it's just like poetry. But, that's when the guys on the back, veterans, you see your back, you see your up, stopping steps, got to run.
We talk about it a lot. The drivers do the best they can to give you the exact same drop in the exact same spot, but it's just not reality, and your athletes on the truck have to make up for it.
True that.
The flying
All right,
Dutchman.
West Sable.
Here we go.
That's what makes the sport great, right? You can't dial in who's going to be whatever every week because so many variables.
Well, exactly. The fastest truck and the best stop does not mean you're going to win.
Right.
The best stick time does not mean you're going to win. The best nozzle or target hit is not going to mean you're going to win.
You might forget to put your visor down. That'll cost you.
All right.
There's a lot of
Flying
variables.
Dutchman here.
Here come the Dutch. Michael Mauer bringing him into double break at the hydrant. Right into it. Here we go.
Water the nose.
They're creeping in. Water's coming, boys. Oh, boy, did they struggle. Now, Lenny, tell me that didn't look like it was on more than a quarter turn.
Well, no. He just fought with it. They weren't in position, or the breaker wasn't in position. He just fought with it all the way. But that was a really slow up here at the top end. They would have had to attack it, bet 100% clean. They just weren't.
92, 1892, home 353.
From up here, it looked like maybe it was on too much.
I don't think so. I think he pulled before he turned, Paul.
Yeah, looks like he
This
didn't
wasn't
get a full
clean.
turn on it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Thing. He kind of yanked it before he finished the
Yeah,
job.
I'm
Exactly.
replaying it in my head.
13, Iceland.
So Paul, talk about as a Hydra man when you hook it up and you got a nice clean run going and you see that happen at the top end. Tell us about your emotions and frustration.
This is a public show.
All right, no cursing. You can't describe it.
It's a public show.
So I'll speak for Paul. It happens at both ends when you think the Hydra man gets a great drop and the nozzle man and the breaker are set and waiting for water, and it's so frustrating. Like, where is it? Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
It happens at both ends, but just what we said, it takes 5 guys, and actually takes more than that, right? It takes the guys putting the handle on and packing the hose and everything else. It's
the front tire wiper.
And the front tire wiper. There you go.
Here we go.
It's a team effort.
Tournament leader on the line.
And I know, Lenny, you've been in a situation too. You get pegged with a rock when you're coming down. Holy cow.
It only takes once.
Holy cow.
Wolves with a 1-point lead going into the contest. Here they are on the line right now. 2 5-pointers in a row in B and C ladder. Best shot of the year, 1285 at Merritt 2 weeks ago in the North Belmont invite.
I went to wearing glasses all the time because those rocks were getting close.
I got clipped once, and then I went to the half visor.
All right, here comes the Wolves. That truck's motoring. Coming into the hydrant, hard break. Heavy's off, right hand turn. Oh boy, he better bring him in tight. That's really deep. They're gonna save it. He gets it.
That was the sloppiest
brother,
that I've ever seen. What a great save.
How about the smasher
both of them.
showing cat-like agility?
Time for Iceland. 1-2.75.
Tie for second. But boy, did they save that. Tell him.
54.
Not much more can go wrong, and the runs still go right.
Man, oh man, the water was on. Beautiful drop at the hydrant where it was right-hand turn, but Heavy smacks it.
Number 14.
But up at the top, they're hard and they're deep. Usually good on a Saturday night, not good right now. And boy, when he dropped them, both of them go past the coupling. They leap back in the water. They're falling down.
Looked like Nick Patch grabbed onto the hose to steady
Stop himself, right.
So he go down the track.
A big part of that is the speed of that truck, giving them time to make up for what was sloppy at the top end, and they were able to save it.
Well, Mike really drove him in there. I mean, he put him one step on top of that thing.
A little too much. And how about Nick Patch can't even get the dead length out of the way, left or right in front of him. What's going on?
That was desperation on both of their parts, and a great job saving the run. That is not the way you want to run COs. That is definitely not textbook.
Yes, don't copy this. But hey, once again, you know, I know Nick hasn't been doing it up there a long time, but Robin, the veteran, had ice in his veins right there, didn't panic.
Stayed
and
cool,
made the
exactly.
Made the difference.
North Lindy on the line right now. A couple of heavy shots this year.
Heavy breath going on right now, but
Yeah, Ron's catching his breath there.
Yeah, so I'd love to be getting an interview, guys. My mic was cutting out on that side of the track, so I'm on the opposite side of the track. I'll try and catch them before they run off after North Lindy runs.
North Lindy 1260, 1275, 1275, and then we're in 1422, 1447. So pretty wide open here for the Knockers, the way they can run hose.
North Lindy shot here, 12:27 at the opening day at Lindenhurst. Let's see what they could do. Connell's been killing it.
Blows over the cone, into the hard break, brings it way down in the valley. And Chris Connell's got one run, he drops him up top. He didn't go too deep this time. Nazalan, what a run!
Oh, that's going to be a first.
What a run!
What a shot
Man,
right
did
there.
they learn from last week where he dropped them too deep and they couldn't get back? Kind of like the Islip run, but this time gives them room to run. Pretty shot.
1-2.38.
12:38 shot of the day right there.
Solid shot. Unbelievable there. And that textbook.
That was a fantastic shot right there for the North Lyndhurst Piston Knockers. I tell you, Scott Rice getting it done. He's really putting Chris right on that target. On the hydrant. I mean, one-step, two-step drops all year long. Been something to watch. Great job by the Piston Knockers.
Again, a lot of experience. This team right there from the driver to the hydrant man right on through the whole team. I mean, great job there by the Knockers.
And unlike what just happened with Islip, if you're going to run textbook, that was textbook. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It was
back a
total
little
opposite.
bit, momentum, a lot of time, and they were bang, bang. The break and Nazalan were so instantaneous.
Yeah, that was.
And then he hits the target.
And then it's done.
Nice run by the
Their run.
Knockers. That's
That-
going to be 5 points. Go ahead, Lenny.
No, was in control. Islip's run was that they say
You're in and out.
control. That's why they're taking 5.
So North Lenny's going to get 5 out of that with that shot there at the end. Central Islip's going to have 4 with 1260.
Gotcha.
Then a tie for third and fourth. Islip and West Hempstead, 2.5 each. And then 1 point, Farmville Bandits on the board with a 14-22.
Yeah, there we go.
So halfway through the drill, we'll give you a little setup.
Yeah, tightens things up a little bit there. North Lyndhurst will go to the lead with 14.
Yep, go ahead. I'll check mine.
Second place, Islip Wolves with 12.5. 10 points for the Central Islip Hobos.
And it's been those 3 all year. Here
All
we
year
go
long?
again.
Then we drop down to fourth place, 7.5 for the West Hempstead Westerners, 5.5 for the Dinks, and 4.5 for the Hagerman Gamblers.
There you go.
There we go.
And I'll tell you what, that shot right there, if you were going to buy somebody a
Motor Hose Class C.
Joe Hunter Championship ring, we'll give you that information right after this.
Time of 1-2.38. Number 14, North Lindenhurst. Second place, 4 points. Number 8, Central Iceland. There is a tie for third and fourth. Each team will get 2 1/2 points. Number 13, Iceland, and number 2, West Hempstead. And fifth place, 1 point, number 11, Farmingville.
All right, so as we were saying, if you're the North Lyndhurst Piston Knockers and you're running a 12:38, maybe you want a ring that says you ran a 12:38 and knocked out the competition here at the Joe Hunter, well, you'd get that from the Bill Fox Company. They've been in business for over 70 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for the Penn State champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, Yellow Hornets, and the last 2 year state champion North Lyndhurst Piston Knockers. The Bill Fox Company is a recognized name and recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Get first place championship stuff.
And a good place to get that ring will be at Carrabba's. Central Islip.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that after the next.
You got it. Let's go to
Commercials.
We'll see you for the B-Hose contest.
While we're setting up for Motor Hose Class B, just like to thank all the officials that are out here today, the media out here today, Chris and the truck, everybody on YouTube. This awesome drill. I'd like to thank South Hempstead, West Hempstead for putting on a great show. And just a reminder, go down and buy some t-shirts and food, support the fund. And Rita is going around with the 50-50. Make sure you get in on that. By now it has to be over $1,000.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department Drill Team Competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYS FD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304.
Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York.
Next contest to be run is Motor Hose Class B. Man event. Track record, the under drill record is 7.65, currently held by Hempstead Yellow Hornets. Up to the lights will be number one, the South Hempstead Rascals.
All right, we're back, South Hempstead.
Yeah, here we go.
Check 1, 2. You guys got me?
Yeah, we're all good here with the big yellow truck on the track here. South Hempstead will be leading the charge off the Hornet B rig.
You know, there's like, Lenny said, Leonard.
This is iconic.
We lost you, Paul.
Really love and part of your childhood. It's not this yellow one, but the big monster yellow one
with the big double dualies in them.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of
man.
those trucks you love, right?
But the paint scheme, the yellow, the
We're
red
Ralph
is
Frail
still a
behind the
great thing.
wheel.
Ralph behind the wheel.
Big fan of Westbury.
Is now. All right, track has been cleared. We're back at racing here. Second half of the drill. BOs. Here comes the Rascals. At the hydrant, spats off with a lot of fast step. Oh, he throws the water in the hose. They're gonna have to boogie. Gets it. Oh, he catches them again. They had to be a little quicker up there. If Spats is gonna be on top of it, if he's gonna throw the stick like that, these guys got to learn that they got to boogie.
Yeah, Paul Spat's all over it. Even he might have had a little kink after he turned it on, but these guys were there, but again, didn't quite attack it.
14, 34.
You're going to get a stick time like that, 2.50 I had. You better be on top of it
With
here.
this water, and you're right, Lenny, the word right there was attack, and they just did not attack it enough.
West Hempstead, Western.
When you're running B-Hose in Hempstead, when you put it into a sentence, B-Hose, Hempstead, you have to be on attack mode. There's no time for lollygagging. You got to be in it and on it.
You got to know where you are in relation to that nozzle line up there, and you got to put the gas on or put the brakes on no matter where you get dropped.
Exactly right. And I mean, it seemed like a pretty good drop. Paul, we're talking, maybe 0.2 of a second quicker. He's got it on. If he hits it, wow, what a running.
Yeah, that's two times now where Spats hits it there, and not even a swipe at the hydrant there, at the nozzle end.
Yep.
That's too bad. Good hookups on the hydrant there. Nice shot. Good to see Mike Spats getting it done.
Yeah.
If you say 2.5 hydrant, 4.6 water, what are we talking, 7.1? Go hit the target. You're running a solid 7.
We would try to, I know in us practicing, we would always try to get that nozzle on time at 7.9, 7.8, and that's boogieing.
You're breaking up a little bit, Paul. So we would say yes.
6.9, right.
6.6, 6.7.
Anywhere from right there up to 6.9. That's
got
what
a little bit of setup time. But in the same token, you know what? That's great potential right there. They got a little bit more work to do, but that could be a hell of a B-Hose team right there.
Yeah, and you're hearing Twan earlier with ladder, 3-man ladder and stuff, and South Hempstead always have something to say, especially here on Long Island State Trail and
Nice
Merritt.
to see.
Here's West Hempstead.
West Hempstead here, 1275 heels.
Man, legs were moving when he got off.
Yeah, he dinked off it twice at the hydrant.
Yeah.
Coupling almost broke itself.
When he got off the truck, you could see that he had lost control pretty much of his body, and he just stuck out his arm and he clanked it across.
West Hempstead, again, getting real good water through the hose. I don't want to talk too many numbers, but they got some good hose, boys. Keep an eye on them this year. 9:31 for the Westerners.
You're always going to be a little bit bigger number than normal in a contest. All right, Oyster Bay. Billy, give me some of those batteries. I'm going to switch out some batteries here.
I got one good one here. These other ones are. These ones are good. So I'll try that one on. These two yellow ones are bad. Yeah, these go with the burgers. They go with the ketchup and mustard. There you go.
So, guys, I didn't get a chance to talk about South Hempstead and Mike Spatz, the way he hits that hydrant still, Paul. He's in his mid-40s somewhere. I don't have the exact number, but, I mean, that's a hell of a job for a guy in his mid-40s still to hit it like that.
Not getting you. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, Spat's been doing it for a long, long time, and no one better. I mean,
can you hear me now?
There you go.
All right.
He's been doing it for a long time, and hooks it up every time. Nice, smooth, quick hands on the hydrant.
I mean, we all know the hydrant end is the easy end, but still, it's a nice performance.
Speaking of 50-year-old hydrant, here comes Joe Boy right now, running the hydrant for the Teddy's boys. Here we go.
It's a unique style down there. Breaker a little bit late, but hey, they're going to get a time out of this.
Nice looking shot there.
Breaker was a little sloppy.
I thought Joe Boy did the bunny hop at the hydrant.
8.33.
8:33. I mean, when he gets to the hydrant, he goes 2 feet.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to know what saved them?
Water through?
5:03, water through the hose. Now,
Number 6. Hydroman Gambler.
When your hydroman is the main salesman for a hose across the state, and he knows what his guys can do, maybe he's putting 5.0 hose in there for a reason. Because everybody else has been 4.7, 4.6, 4.5 or better.
Find a better guy to buy hose for.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what his guys can
He's
handle.
living all the way to the bank.
He's
selling
no
that,
dummy.
He's selling that 99 hose.
Yeah, I'll take the big stuff.
That's not the Vegas hose.
Now, come state championship time, let's see what they're running.
All right, so we're going to go to Hagerman. Now, when you watch Hagerman run, we've talked about it, Cola with the fast stick hand, they are going to have to really have momentum and be on top down here for Johnny to get it on. Cola lights it up. They're going to get busy down here or it's not going to work.
Hager with a heavy 776 at the North Belmore invite. Track similar to this one here. That was their team record. Ran that a couple weeks ago. 8:04 at Lindenhurst. So they're getting it done in the B-Hose contest for sure. All right, track's clear. Sun's going down. Lou Valentino going to be doing the driving here. Cole Arnold at the hydrant. Tim Dunham. Twin brother Brendan up top, braking for Johnny on the flap Siambra. With the green neon elbow holder.
Is that what it is? An elbow holder?
It's an elbow holder.
Elbow holder.
Ha ha! Here we go. Here come the gamblers.
Breaking out. Hard break. Cola. Water in the hose. Man, they're going to have to get busy. Dunham goes out to the outside. Now he gets back. Hose slides back. It's not going to be. I gets it on. What happened? Turned it off? Oh, that's not good.
What happened there?
stick popped up
Coupling
on,
blows apart.
The coupling blew apart or came off.
Paul, when's the last time you saw that? The second coupling literally blows apart.
Like not tightened or it came out of the hose?
I don't think it came out.
I think it might have. I think it might have.
So, folks, we had a great stick time.
Yeah,
We got a little blast of water, but the back pressure caused the
stick
second
popped up
coupling
on
to blow
Cola.
apart.
You had to
Yeah,
go back and get it.
I think the coupling came off, didn't it?
I don't think so. It
the
looks like
hydrant.
there's still a coupling on both ends of the hose. 247 stick.
Yeah,
This is going to be some drying, fellers. That's right in the top break.
All right, so guys, the other end of the nozzle length has about 2 threads on the male,
Up to the lights.
which is kind of amazing.
Central.
I don't know if it ripped out of the female. Both couplings are still on the hose, I can tell you that.
So you're saying it broke off at the male end? Like it?
I don't know if
threads broke off?
if the threads remained in the female. It almost looks like it.
Yep.
No, oh, they had have a cap. I can't explain it. They use like a sleeve to meld 2 males together, Paul.
Oh no.
And I don't know if it was on enough threads on the nozzle end of it, and it just didn't have enough bite on the nozzle end.
I mean,
A male.
I know it's 2022, but now we're putting 2 male couplings together too.
Well, Paul, so here's what I'm going to tell you. In St. James,
What is going on?
in St. James, we always ran the
that
nozzle
month there,
length.
Barney?
It is. It's 30th of the month, so maybe that's an homage to.
We always ran, our nozzle lengths were double males. A male on each end.
Right.
And the
heard that
middle
about
length
you.
was coming backwards from the
Right.
nozzle end. It was a female male.
Right.
These guys had like a sleeve, a little female sleeve to marry 2 males, and I
Wow.
guess it just didn't have enough bite on the nozzle end and it blew apart. Never seen anything like it.
So you're marrying 2 males with your female sleeve down there?
Easy. There's kids listening. But I've never seen it set up that way. But wow, what a stick. What? What do you want to know?
I've never seen that set up either.
No, I've never
Seen it live.
I heard about it.
Billy, you with me, Billy? Electric blue.
I saw it in a video once, Paulie.
This one time in the 80s,
In racing. I don't know. I've never seen somebody put 2 males.
they had this new cable thing, and there was a station called, tell them, Bill.
Playboy Channel.
Yeah, there you go. And the biggest show was Electric Blue. True story?
True story. If
right,
probably
so
Paulie's mic was working right now, you'd hear some funny
Oh
things.
man.
We got
Is it
a
going now?
cleanup going on here.
You got to put that furry thing in your mouth. And then you
I
got
don't know what's going on. Back.
No, can't
All
hear you.
right, so long story short, Hageman had a hell of a run going right there, and the back pressure got to the nozzle, blew apart the second coupling, and that ended their run.
Now, what I was
Pretty
saying
amazing.
before, you both missed it, was when Cola threw down his stick, it popped back up. He had to go back and put it down. That's why.
Was it down all the way, Billy? I was thinking the same thing. I
He had
didn't
to go
think it was
back.
down
Yeah,
all
he
the
went
way.
back
Yeah.
and he had it first, and it looked like it popped up on him, and he had to go.
I mean, he came in hot, and Paula,
yeah.
you saw he was tight, just like you
was
like
real
it.
tight, yeah.
He was tight on top of it. But
No doubt about it.
Oh yeah, it was. I'm still on the
I tell you.
melding of 2 males.
those teams, Those teams out there
Oh
in
my God.
town of Brookhaven, whether it's
I can't get
Patchogue
over
or
the
East
female
Patchogue
sleeve.
/ Hagerman.
Yeah.
The female sleeves got me
Where
going.
do they sell that?
Very
Place on State
interesting.
Street I heard about.
It's just a weird. Well,
ITP has it, I think. Industrial threaded products.
oh, do they?
Let's get that.
It's a weird setup. I mean, obviously they have two really good pieces.
I've never
of
seen
hose.
that before.
I've never seen that. Never seen that in racing.
I mean, you think they're around long enough, they would have. You'd have a
Right.
different set of hose for different contests. I mean, when we first started, we had a couple good sets of hose, and you had to figure out what you want to do with efficiency and with the hoses. And as we got better, and we figured things out, of course, now you have your efficiency hose here and your hose here, and then unless your hydroman's very comfortable with one, and you really need it that time.
Here we go with Central.
Oh man! And the result of all that is that we had a huge spray of water in the top brake in B hose, which is probably the worst possible place for it to happen.
Especially on this
The
track
trucks
here, where
get squirrely, and
you need to get up there with the nozzle team.
you don't want to pick up speed right here. But they did a really good job of trying it quickly.
All right, here come the hobos here. 8:22 last week at the Southern Invite.
We're approaching dusk here at
That sun's
what
going
time is it?
down.
About 8:15 on the east coast of America. Sun going down, hobos coming up. At the hydrant. Water in the hose. Goes through the water patch, they're up at the top. He's got the boogie. Ryan does a nice job. Oh, and he nails it.
the target.
He nails it.
Good looking run. The breaker ripping up his knee pads as he slides in there, gets the job done. This is going to be a nice shot.
For Central Iceland. 8.18. 8.18.
That's as pretty 8:18 as you'll ever see right there. I thought they were going to be in trouble with the water catching them, but the quick hands of Ryan was bang, bang.
North Belmore Ricky team.
So that's an 8:18 with a 281 stick. 476 water through the hose. A good smooth run right there. So just to back up a little bit, I asked one of the guys from Hagerman, what happened? He goes, we let St. James put the hose together for us. We just can't get out of the news. We just can't do it.
They are known for some little
Yeah, smooth 8:18. Great job by the
completions.
by the
and,
track committee.
hoses.
No issues up top of the B truck stopping, putting the guys up there on top.
You're right about that, Billy. But also, I think the 281 water on really helps them in that situation.
Yep.
Because, I mean, 818 is completely saved by the hit on the target. He annihilated it.
I had 57 water out, and I couldn't stop it quick enough on my watch.
Yeah.
I had 821, so you're not going to hit it any better than that,
Nope.
guys. He just lit it up.
Well, you're not going to see a 2.8 hydrant hit here. North Belmore's going to go for it. You know that.
Yep. North Belmore sitting at 5.5 points. 818, 833, 931. Top three times in the contest, about halfway through it.
Let's see what Sean Corcoran's got up his sleeve here. 807 last year, top shot for him.
Yeah, they go back to see. Had a little difficulty getting off the truck. Let's see here. At the hydrant, leaning back. A lot of steps. Looks like he short-armed it again. Tough time putting it on. They're going to have lots of time up here now the water's out. Looked like he alligator armed it right there. He got in too close and had to place it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, 371 stick.
Time for North Belmore. 9.25.
925 overall, 45 water through the hose.
Good enough for third right now. We got some teams coming up that can run it. It's actually feeling really comfortable out as the sun is just about to set beyond the trees here in the northwestern portion of the park.
So, guys, I'm sideline here with Ryan Murphy from the CI Hobos. Ryan, you're in a. What was CI's time? I forgot. 8:18. So, Ryan, we see you hitting the target really well every week. You totally saved the run there. 2.8 stick. You just lit that target up. Tell us about the run.
The truth is, in practice, I've missed every target for the last 4 weeks, and these guys have been busting my balls. So, new Hydroman, new breaker,
Curse on his brother's
B truck
broadcast.
that hasn't been stopping. So we're just trying to, do the best we can, and that's a great run. Hempstead, it's not like a low number, but felt like we worked really hard for that. But whatever, if it.
No, it's not. It's not great, and you're right for Hempstead Water. But in the same token, all those new guys making it happen here. Did you guys treat it as a practice run, or just were you going for it?
We don't treat tournaments as practice runs. Every
Good
tournament
answer.
we come to win.
Good answer.
Understood. You guys doing a great job this year. Good luck.
Hey, can you ask them what were they thinking on the line with all the water down there? Did they change
Wait,
anything?
Ryan, hang out 1 minute, just quick. The guys want to know, with all that water in front of you on the track, any thoughts?
No, Buddha literally drenches the street like that at practice every night. So just like practice.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
So
Couple
giving
of good
credit to
answers.
Buddha to flooding the track, and that's what they run with in practice.
Here we go. Big Sexy on the line. Here comes the Lindenhurst Snails looking for their first point of the night.
8:18, 8:33. Here they come. Brendan Sullivan at the hydrant. Hard break. He's got water in the hose.
Guys got to get busy.
Looking up top, creeping in. Nozzle on. Oh!
Another big hit.
Hey, Lenny, I think he lets go of the nozzle and it hits it as he regains control.
It did look like he lost it at some point. This might be first place, guys.
Difference at the hydrant in this.
7.83.
783.
83.
Had to be a better water run than CI, but up at the top, he lets go of the nozzle. It clips the lower left flap, and it goes up.
So I have 261 on the stick.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Really good water through the hose.
For 11.
And
Farmingville Bandits.
the snail just lighted up. Another great target hit, guys.
But I mean, he let go of the nozzle. And not only that, it literally just hits the lower left portion of that flap. If it doesn't hit that, it's going to be a 10.
It's the 5th best time. And
He's running away. I wanted to catch him, but wow, that's two of the best target hits we've seen all year, guys.
777, they ran their own tournament on opening day as well. So
Crazy.
getting it done in some B-holes.
Yeah, you think about this, I always gear it towards the state tournament and how many people can play a role. Of course, they all want to come down top 5, but you're looking at South Hempstead playing a role. You're looking at Lyndhurst playing a role. I mean, it's going to be tremendous amount of effort to overcome those top 3 teams, but they can have a bad day. But people are going to play roles, and you like that. You don't want just 5 teams getting all the points.
And they changed up the breaker up top there, too. Christian Brody moved to the anchor spot, and Kirby's up top.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Farmingville won B-Hose at the state last year, right?
Exactly. You're right.
Next up, let's go.
I agree. And this is the meat portion of the tournament where things start to change. Here comes Farmerville. Hard break. Water in the house. They got a long way to go. He's going to have to boogie. Nozzle on. Just a little low left.
That's going to put him in the money for second, maybe. Not going to beat that first place time.
Time for Farmingville. 8.18.
Another third tie of the day. What is going on?
What is that, tie for second?
Tied for second.
Nice.
3 ties in one drill.
So we're seeing some real good POs, guys.
To start going to the thousands.
I think that, Eddie had a decent hit, but he didn't have the lights out hits that we just saw last 2 teams.
What'd you get water on there, Lenny?
266.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
So it was comparable to Lindenhurst. He didn't clip the target quite as good. Again, good hit, but not the perfect hit.
Low left. I mean, if he hits that like Ryan hit it, then you're talking 7-8. He's right there playing.
Yeah,
that.
he's right there. I mean, we're splitting hairs here. We're talking tenths of a second.
But then again, there's another team in the meat of the drill can have something to say about the outcome. And Farmerville would love to put themselves down the track again. 2 years in a row would be great.
Yeah, we're seeing some really good B-Hose. I love it. Absolutely love it.
All right, West Sable.
So what's 5th right now, guys? You have the numbers?
So we got 783, 2 818s, and 833, then 925. North Belmore. 4 8s and a 1 7 3 8s and a 9.
817 was the tournament winner last year.
Here comes West Sable. We know they can run some B-Hose, but
here we go.
They got to get it right.
On the approach at the hydrant. Water in the house. He's got to get all over this target, boy. He's got to knock it down. He's got nozzle on. Goes left to right. Just makes the correction.
Thought the hydrant drop was back a little.
Yeah.
286. Decent water, 467. Just couldn't clip the target.
8.34.
Another tie.
34.
We had a 33. So now that 34.
So that's a tie, Paul?
No, it was a 33.
By 100th?
Oyster Bay. Yep, that's 34. But that 34 now is 5th.
That's 5th place
That's
right
5th.
now?
So Islip and North Lindy still to go. And nobody's secure with these 2 teams coming to the line.
Oh, no.
2 of your better B-Hose teams there are in old sport.
Looked like West Sable brought their truck in a little bit there. A little
I
tighter than
agree with
here.
you. I agree with you.
Looks like they came in a full 3 or 4 feet from what they normally are.
I agree. And I liked it. Now, you got to maneuver that in a little bit. But, guys, you know how hard it is. You got new guys doing things they've never done before. The patience of that, right, Lenny? You've been around a long time.
Oh, yeah.
To have the patience to see the future that it's going to be okay, it takes a lot.
And especially here, Paul, with this water,
Right.
you can't screw around. Like, you can't say, all right, we're going to take it easy and go easy on the new guys. You got to get busy, especially at the nozzle. And I'm not just talking nozzle hydrant thing, but that truck's got to get you there. You got to attack. There's no tentativeness allowed here, especially in BOs.
On the positive with new guys is they have such a good coaching staff and a group of people that just know racing. I mean, take a look at the rings on the fingers and they'll let you know.
Watch these guys attack the nozzle.
Bill Fox?
They know what they're going to get.
Well, and they know they're at Hempstead. We
what
got
I
to
mean.
get busy, right?
These guys are going to attack. Anybody that has new guys should have them on the fence right now, watching what's going to happen at the nozzle end.
Here come the Wolves right now. Heavy cab on a hydrant. Big Mike Weldon bringing them in.
A little bit back. Water in the hose. He's really going to have to knock it down to have an opportunity. Oh, they struggled, but now he gets the nozzle on. A little left, right. I thought he dropped them back a little bit.
Little bit. He struggled to get it off. 268 stick. This will be a real low 8, I think.
Time for Iceland. 8.16.
Woo-hoo.
16.
Good enough for second place.
Second place.
Waving at the target right there, and I thought dropped, for heavy, 2.6, dropped back a little bit.
14.
They struggled a little up at the top.
They did. I could tell Matt's body language. He wasn't happy with that disconnect. He didn't quite have the time he wanted to set up. Might have cost him a little bit in the head.
there, but
Yeah, they struggled with each other. I agree. No, you're right, Billy. I think they were like almost fighting a little bit, and B-Hose is the time not to be fight, right? C-Hose usually you think, we got a little bit of time, but B-Hose, get out of the way.
Good news for Islip. 450 water through the hose. So
Yeah, and you know what? They've struggled with that this year. They have not been near the top.
That's you got to take a positive out of everything, and that's a positive.
Maybe they went to the male-to-male connection.
This is everybody plays games, but this is the drill. If you're going to bring out your best hose, this is the drill to do it, because nobody's checking nothing. So
All right, let's just run down. 783 by the Snails. That'll get them on the board at least.
right.
Almost everybody's on the board after that.
Shot of the year this year. Shot of the year right now, 757. And your team that ran, the Knockers are on the line right now. State champions from last year.
Well, they got to be
looking for 3 in a row this year.
783, 816, 818, 818. Now 833 is in. 834 is out.
Scott
So
Rice
how about that?
Scott Rice been driving like an animal for the last 2 years. Chris Connell eating that hydrant for breakfast. Let's see what happens here. I want to see the heavy shot.
they're not going to hold back, guys. This should be fun.
765, time to beat.
At the hydrant. Water in the hose.
Gotta get busy.
That water's on him. The nozzle on. Oh, he tickled the bottom and it didn't go up. Kind of the opposite of what happened with the Snails.
I got.
Time for North Lindenhurst.
Is it a tweener?
8.02.
Oh, it is. 802.
Just tickled it.
Holy cow. That was going to be first place if he hit it.
Wow.
Looked like he slapped it on from the side. I had.
What water on right there?
Yeah, I had Chris at 256.
Yeah, a little slower than normal, but it's dark. It doesn't look so dark from here, but when you're looking this way, sun's down behind you.
478 water through the hose, so nothing crazy,
Right.
but competitive.
So how about those Snails to get on the board? They're on a 783. First place. Second place is going to be North Lindenhurst with 4.802. Third place is going to be that 816 from Islip, and then a tie for fourth and fifth by the Farmingville Bandits. And the Central Islip Hobos both get 1.5. Remember, CI Runs that takes first place at the time, and we were like, man, with that target hit.
Paul, here's what I want to say, and Billy, you'll probably remember this. How about Lindenhurst? This is their second drill. Didn't they run 777 in their own drill?
Yes. Sure.
So they've gone 777, and what was this, 784?
83.
83.
Yeah.
How about two crazy good B-hose shots in
Two
those
top
two
fives
drills?
all time for the Snails.
Unbelievable. Great job by the Snails.
That cracks their record book twice.
Yeah, I mean, they are dialed in on that race right there.
We'll give you a little, stay with us here, Lenny. We're going to do a little Carrabba's.
Sure.
But, so let's just go over overall points. Islip is going to go to the lead, it looks like, right? No, can't be. Sorry. No, North Lindy with 18, Islip 15.5. Yep. Central Islip 11.5. And then we're scattered. West Hempstead 7.5. West Belmore 5.5. Lindenhurst 5.
First place, 5 points.
All right, here's the official results.
7.83
Everybody scored.
is number 10, Lindenhurst.
Yeah, good to hear that
Second place, 4
cowbell.
points, number 14, North Lindenhurst. Third place, 3 points, number 13, Iceland. Fourth and fifth place is a tie. Each team will receive 1 and 1/2 points. Number 8, Central Iceland. And number 11, Farmingville.
All right, as we're going to get ready for the efficiency contest,
The bottom of
we're
the
going
half.
to talk a little bit about Carrabba's. So Carrabba's over there in Central Islip is now owned by a member of the New York State Fire Department Drill Team's family, Billy Edsel Jr. Billy has spent the summers on and around the track his entire life, helping to bring you the Wildcat Survivor Pool at New York State Drill each August, which is always exciting. And this summer, Billy welcomes fans and firefighters alike to take a break from the grill and stop by Carrabba's for some of their new summer flavors and recipes. Carrabba's is also a great choice for catering your next big fire department event, serving big portions of hand-prepared Italian specialties at reasonable prices. You can email William Edsel at Carrabba's.com for info on catering or to plan a night out. And let's just say, with the state drill being here on Long Island,
Hey,
why not taking your team down to Carrabba's
team dinner
to
with
have the
Carrabba's.
pre-team meal, or how about a pre-team meal at any drill that's on Long Island?
Yeah,
I'm hearing 15% off the bill. Is that right, Lenny?
That is 100% right. You let them know that you're from a drill team or even just a volunteer fire department. Go on down there and mention Billy Edsel Jr.'s name and that you're from a fire department.
come
You're
on,
getting 15% off.
Yeah, good thing there.
That's a good deal, man. I might go there tonight.
We might
I
even-
bet you will.
We're working on maybe a little trivia night
Don't
over
get
there
any,
as well.
don't get any sauce on that shirt. It'll show up like you can't believe with these shirts.
I'll just take Chris's. He said that he's
Don't
one
take
and done.
Billy's.
So. Well, Billy's
actually,
has probably got mustard on it already.
Well, no, there's no mustard up here. It's condiment shortage.
I want
You know, well, we got to say, all joking aside, talking about food, we got the best burgers of the year this year.
Those were great burgers.
here
they
at
sent up here.
Hempstead. But
Twan's having one right now. It's even
lacking-
cold, it's a good burger. I can tell. The look on his face.
lacking condiments again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
We are lacking
We're going to
condiments.
start bringing our own.
We are
That's
bringing
what we
our
got to
own.
do.
All right, I think we're going to go to a regular commercial. Hey, if you're out there, stop by Carrabba's tonight on the way home.
Peace out.
I took the setup you
Since
had because mine fell
1886,
apart.
New York State Fire Department Drill Team Competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop
Mine's not
teamwork,
working.
pride, and efficiency.
I put new
and our sport
batteries.
is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.
Next contest to be run is efficiency. The Hunter Drill record is 8.37 and is currently held by Central Iceland. First team on the line will be number 1, the South Hempstead Rascals.
All right, guys, that was a pretty quick rebound from B-hose to efficiency. Looks like they're getting ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, how about it? Here we go.
Yeah.
Quick recap here. 18 points, North Lyndhurst in the lead, 15.5 for the Wolves. Then we dropped down to 11.5 for Central Islip, 7.5 for West Hempstead, and then 5.5 for North Belmore. So after those top three, it drops down quite a bit.
Let's watch this one, Billy. You know they're going to get water in the hose. Let's see if they can get it out and trip
Here
that
we go.
target.
Mike Spatz put it down. Oh, and water
I think
down
I
the track.
jinxed him.
Of course you did.
I get blamed for everything. So
Yeah, yeah.
you think you're the first guy to think of that?
Time for South Hempstead. 11.92. 11.92.
11.92 for the Rascals.
Up to the lights. Number 2. The West Hempstead Westerners.
Big shot here for the Westerners in the game here, 7.5. They've done well enough earlier this year, getting out to some good start. Just they lose it in the man events here, it seems like, coming down the stretch.
You know, Billy, you'd think, and we don't want to put too much on that home field advantage, but especially in these water contests, Westerners know exactly what they're dealing with. I want to see them show off a little bit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
West Hempstead with a 9:55 the Lyndhurst tournament. Overtime last week. But they're back and healthy this year, so I expect more out of them this year. They're finally running on all good legs.
Finally got a little cooler out here. Sun is gone.
Right?
I see Kevin Hayes spotting.
No way.
I bet you he's seen a couple of those male-to-male connections.
Look at the hair. He's starting to look like a little, got that bozo look going on now, doesn't he? I mean, I love Kevin, but right? See him fluffing out?
LIGBC president.
He needs to see his barber.
All right. Track is clear. Danny Brom on the hydrant. Matt Sinatra, the turn-on man here. Let's see how they can put some water in the hose for these guys up top. Joe Moderano, Cody Mara up top.
I did it my... Oh, Matt
Nice
Sinatra?
red hose in the middle.
Or Frank Sinatra?
Exactly.
Close.
At the hydrant. They got water in the hose. See if they get it out.
Good length. Looking good.
Making the backup man, and a hole in the top length, but the backup man steps on the hose about 50 feet from the target.
Yeah, tripped him up totally.
Yeah, and now they got that hole in the hose.
But
Wow, good
everything
job with the
looked
hydrant
really
man,
good. Everything looked really good to that point.
The hydrant
You know,
man.
go ahead.
For West Hempstead. 17.81. 17.81.
I'm not turning the hydrant off. You're going for a ride.
And you will here.
There's a whole bunch of ugh. Oh no, when one of your good lengths gets a hole in it right in the middle. Not near the coupling, right? Might have to head to the Shugu factory.
Shugu? Isn't that illegal?
No.
Shugu.
What was the
81.
time for that?
1781.
I don't think it makes you go any faster.
Revolution era.
So we're talking back to many moons ago. Shout out to Marion, my wife, many moons ago. Sandy's listening, and her sister Lisa Costantino. So shout out to them. Glad
To
you guys
who?
could tune in.
Did you say marrying your wife?
Yeah, I have a wife, Billy. I think you have one, don't you?
I find it funny you're talking about the moon again.
I didn't say anything about the moon.
I
The
thought you
sun's
said- you
still
said
going
many
down.
moons ago.
Many moons ago. No moon yet. Hello, Sandy and Lisa. Thanks for listening in. Oh my gosh. Maybe turn the radio off. This isn't going to be pretty.
It's efficiency. It's not supposed to be
It's
pretty.
not, yeah.
I'll tell you
This
that-
is, you tuned into the worst race.
Right,
actually.
right.
This is where it really gets bad.
The town of Babylon drill last year was so bad there was 3 moons at that tournament.
The Babylon Marathon.
The Babylon Marathon.
3 moons.
All right, here we go. Teddy's boys on the line. A couple points on the day.
Top 5 still up for grabs there down at the bottom.
They're sporting their new bucket hats. CNE Oyster Bay Teddy's boys got one of
Yeah,
those.
that's really interesting.
And they're off.
70s polyester.
I tell you, the hydrant man got a huge jump. He's at the hydrant.
Turn on
Turns
himself.
it, yeah, he puts it on about 2
Little
turns before he
double
puts
clutch,
the water on.
Double clutch.
Up at the top. And they hit it.
Yeah.
Time for Oyster Bay. 11.48.
11:48.
That's
there,
first
Oyster
place.
Bay.
I'll take that tomorrow night.
Ladies and
All right.
gentlemen, I've just been notified the 50-50 is now up to $1,300.
Did you guys buy yet?
No, they didn't come
All right,
over
we
here.
all got to throw 20s in, right?
I'm in already.
Yeah.
Billy, you're in? All right.
I didn't see them.
One of them blew off as they were doing the national anthem, so that has to be the winner.
Billy says happy birthday, Lou. The Hageman Gambler.
Hageman on the line. So I give the shout out to the wife and the sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And what does my
Check,
sister-in-law
check,
say?
1, 2.
Your wife was always a mooner.
A moon?
A mooner.
A mooner.
Yeah, my
wife's a
back in the
mooner.
day, you know, maybe Paul. I'm sure you saw it.
So you must have been thinking about another moon that
My
day.
wife would moon
Many moons
the
ago.
drop of a hat.
Oh, see? Never stops. That now
boonch.
it's all making sense now. When he was saying, look at the moon, it wasn't about the
No,
moon.
it was about my wife's butt.
Exactly. Now I got it.
She's gonna
all
love you
these
now.
Oh
years
yeah, I
later,
can't wait to get home now.
I finally understand. I don't know.
Who cares? We're talking about my wife's butt.
11:48.
There's no male picture there, was there?
Like we never saw Megan's butt. Come on.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Hageman Gamblers, 4.5 points on the day. Fighting for that bottom spot. This
they
one's
need a little
Veto
breakout
coming. Oh,
contest.
the Dunhams, they light it up nice.
It's a nice.
At the top.
Johnny on the
creeping in.
target.
Just a little low.
That water jetted through that hose. Look
Yeah,
real good.
right? A lot of pressure. Pressure. Do, 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 do,
Time
do.
for Hageman. 9.20.
9:20.
9:20.
He had a lot of pressure coming out that nozzle.
Looked like Aaron was-
They handled it, but you could see it, right, guys? It was a blast.
Yeah.
And these guys know what they're doing.
The Central Ice.
So the hobos on the line, but we've seen many guys over the years get tossed around there on the nozzle end here in efficiency. Those guys controlled it, but you could see the blast they were.
You
I'm
could
not
put a
sold on
whole
the new pump house here yet.
No.
Let's call it the old pump house, you know?
you could put a whole video together with music showing guys going down.
And you know, we don't mean to put anybody down, but here from the Arch, boy, we've seen some shows
Well,
over
last
the
year-
years of guys getting tossed
Water
around.
ballet.
Last
Yeah.
year, what really sticks out to me was when Kevin Kenley's up there with Ducky, and they had great water out, and they got to the nozzle line, and they threw him around.
Yeah, and
Good-
that's, again, experienced guys. Now they're kind of on the smaller
Right,
side.
they want to win a title. I mean, that's the best. And that's what happens to the best.
And we're being rejoined by Twan Simone. Twan, we're glad you can make it back.
How's it going?
Yeah. All right.
How's it look the drill from down there, Twan? I mean, it's crowded, right?
I don't think your mic's working, Twan.
I don't hear you.
No, you're not
Use
working.
the-
Before.
What'd you do with the handheld?
Hang on, Twan. Try this one.
All right. CI
Let's go
right
ahead.
here.
All right, we'll see if we can hook up
917,
Twan.
872. Best shot of the year for these guys so far.
Try
Well, you
that,
know what they
Twan.
can do. Here they come. Water's in. Woodford pulls
Couple
it
of
out.
hobos.
Here we go. Arnett leaves it.
Look at them lay that hose on the truck.
Oh, now they get it tugged.
He got tossed around, Paul.
Yeah.
He had the first water near the
Oh.
target, didn't catch
Yeah.
the flap, but
Yeah.
then kind of lost control. Then it blew off the hydrant. looks
Taking
like,
it up
right?
slowly so as not to get the no time, but no, there is no overtime.
No time for Central Islip. Failure to complete the
When's
He
the
hit the
last
stanchion. He was
last time that happened?
just
in
high on the
efficiency?
target.
Be a hell of a shot if he hit it.
No, we don't have you, Twan. Well, here's one more set. Did you try this one?
Here.
Try it one more time. All right, so trying to get Twan back into the race.
Number 9, the North Belmore Rinky Dinks.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Yeah, you're
check
in.
1.
Now
check,
we got
check,
you,
check,
Twan.
check,
You're
check.
in.
You're
Chickadee
good.
check.
So
Okay, check.
how about that hobo shot? It looked good
Yeah.
to a certain point. He swept past the target, missed it with the first drop, and just what we talked about, they had a little hard time controlling it after that. They weren't quite. It was a prayer if they would have hit it. So the hobo's struggling, then problems at the hydrant after that. So
Efficiency is always such a fun contest here at the Hunter Drill, guys. You look at the numbers throughout the years. 837 by the hobos in 2011, 850 hobos last year. The snails go 869 a couple years ago, 869 by the hobos in 16. I mean, the times have been insane going back to the inaugural Hunter Drill.
and for you folks that don't watch a lot of tournaments, if you get in the low 9s, you're running a really good time. So all these mid to low 8s is just crazy.
It's not just the Hunter drill. Regular drills here. That state drill at one time was just absolutely crazy.
I'm just talking Hempstead times are just so much better.
Yeah.
Like if normally a normal tournament, if you're in the low 9s,
I
you got
North
a pretty
Belmore.
darn good run.
It goes right past the hydrant.
Still swinging.
He's not happy about it. Punches that hose about 4 or 5 times.
Geese out there.
Yeah, who was that? You?
Time for North Belmore. 1:1.93. 11.
1193 there for North Belmore.
Just almost another
Is there a
tie.
time up there yet?
No, yeah, 920.
Hagerman.
Hagerman.
Number 10.
Here's Lennerhurst. Lennerhurst coming off that 783 in B-Hose.
But like this race here, Twan,
Yeah.
this is all or nothing, right? Either you run a smoking shot or
Yeah, or,
you're in real trouble.
or you're watching the target, or you're going for a ride if you're
Yeah.
not down the street. Yeah, for sure. You know, Paul, you said that state drill here that one year, 2017.
Crazy.
881 was the time the Westerners ran, 0 points. Fastest time in efficiency to not score a point
my gosh.
in the
That's just
history
nuts.
of efficiency, right? You know,
But there were teams that were not notorious efficiency teams that day that were just lighting it up because
Yeah.
if you hit the target, it was, man, you were just in it.
I'll flash back. I can't remember the year the state was here. I was much younger, obviously, but we ran an 890 something, and it was 5th. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We ran an 8.
What stinks about those days is if you're running in the beginning of the pack and you run an 890,
you feel good.
all right.
We're
and
good.
you came in 8th.
Actually, Bill, you might remember the Turtles ran an 845 here at the Hunter Drill for like second place.
And then the CI ran 837
right?
behind us.
Imagine that,
Well,
845.
Billy must have been here on the arch
Second?
because there's no way
Yeah.
they ran that.
Where's
runway.
that hose today?
Yeah,
all right,
right.
approaching the hydrant.
Where's that
Lennerhurst.
hose?
I was actually at Disney World for that. There's
Run it
Gazelle.
out. Run it out.
You could just see the water is dictating to the two guys at the top what they're going to do. If they don't get it out already,
Yeah, that's a
the
mid
water is telling them where they're going to be pushed.
334 stick.
9.52. 9.52.
Second place shot.
5 flat water through the hose.
Yeah, I had 09. So have you been keeping that track of those numbers?
I really haven't.
You know,
I just
yeah.
started jumping on it now, looking at
Yeah.
the light.
Now, is
Had
that
a lot of talk about that,
Well,
Tom.
is that a good time here at Hempstead? Again, I'm not Mr.
No.
Split guy with
No.
the water through.
5 flat?
5-0?
5-0 at Hempstead, no good. 4-9 is the range?
4.9s people are running. At Hempstead, I would hope my hose was 4.9 or better.
Yeah.
And again, it has a lot to do with the legs you have getting the hose out.
Yeah.
The length
But
of the
that would be
hose,
what
all
we're
that
shooting
stuff, right.
for.
Yeah.
The teams that are winning the contest are getting it out in the 4s at one of those big drills.
Tell you what, it's a lot cooler up here now, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Feels good to be back up.
Almost pleasant.
You know? There's a lot of people out here. You guys said many moons ago. Is that because you saw Billy Moon?
No.
Hey-oh. Well, he's down there too. Billy Moon.
I saw him walking
Billy
around
Moon's
before.
there. You
Billy
got-
Moon, you know what? I always say, and his head will get huge on this. You know, I always say he's one of the greats, man.
Yeah, he is. He's
could
got
put
the
out the
numbers.
Without a
light.
doubt.
That state tournament, I think it was at Ridge, man, when ISUP dominated that day, and he
Well-
was all over.
Well, that was 03, and arguably better day in 08, right? Maybe,
right.
maybe
So-
not even arguably.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
maybe it's the numbers are there for it.
and
Yeah.
he's just, you know, he could race.
That's what's good about the show. You catch up with those guys.
Good
Bandits are
racing
off.
guy. At the hydrant.
Watch him set up early, guys. He knows he's not the fastest. Watch him set up. Well, he didn't quite clip it, but
They didn't
Justin
get tossed
knows.
around. Those two guys are big up at the top. They didn't get
Justin
the
knows.
toss.
This is pretty good, though.
518 through.
Time for Flemingville. 9.2.
I had 22 for those.
There's a lot of close ones today.
I told you, like, Justin knows he's not the fastest, but we talked about it last week. He knows to set up a little bit earlier than most of these other teams, and he didn't quite clip it. Had he clipped it, they'd be right there.
You know, it's funny. You talk about,
Flying Dutchman.
we can wait till ISUP goes. You're talking about Billy Moon, but Robbie Moon, I
Yeah,
mean,
great thrower.
one of the greatest unsung racers.
Yes.
He could jump in and do anything, but
Yep.
you're right, Twan, a phenomenal thrower. You know, never the guy that was in the spotlight or whatever, but if the guy was getting it done, Robbie Moon was getting it done for the Wolves in a lot of different spots back then.
You know,
Pretty good
that's,
bartender as well.
that's
Had a pretty good bartender.
that's supporting cast as we talk about. You know, it's not always the climber or the nozzleman or the hydroman.
Yeah, it
there's,
is.
there's so many more role players that you have to have, like a lot of other sports. He was one of the quintessential ones.
And their father, their dad, Willie Moon, classic racer, raced a driver for the ISUP Terra Sloggers, good racer for the Sloggers, part of the Sloggers teams that was like the best in Suffolk County. I think it's around 73, 74 in that time frame right there.
Right.
And a really good storyteller, really good guy.
There you go. Those are always good, right?
I'm not
Good
sure what those
storytelling.
years were, Paul, but I know they were real good in 79, 80, something like
Oh,
that.
maybe it's those
yeah,
years.
Yeah, I
Kevin
remember
Hayes
that
was
as
on the team.
I remember that as a kid.
Yeah.
They were really
Sloggers.
superb.
Kevin Hayes is a
See
shot.
what West Sayville can do here, facing some adversity. 1 point on the day. A very uncharacteristic day. They've taken points in every tournament this year in efficiency.
When you go back to history, they've
Mr. Hydrant.
Yeah, missed it.
won more Joe Hunters than anybody else.
Really controlled stick person not to drop that stick right there on 2 misses, I think. It's a little surprising. Usually you see a good hydroman miss, that stick's going down.
0.73. 10-73.
When I-
73
When I
for the
think about
Dutch.
West Sable, I mean, we talk about teams that are in transition. The West
Yeah.
Sable Flying Dutchman is a team in transition.
Yep.
But they're still
Capable.
bopping around the top 5 each
Right.
week. And they go to the state drill to the
Yeah.
last 3 contests with a chance to win it last year.
Yeah.
And you know they can run the last 3.
I
so
mean, you're not turning your back on the team when they're on the track, right?
It
You
just-
still, yeah.
It shows the perpetuity,
Something like that. Perpetuity.
perpetual,
Perpetuity?
That's it.
or perpetual.
Oh my God! I can't believe I have to teach 2 teachers.
But anyway, it's that they're.
I feel like I'm at a workshop
I
here.
know, really.
What is this? We're not going to listen to this guy.
I can't spell it, but I know the
But
word.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. That just shows their greatness that they are in transition, but still competitive, and you know they're going to be okay. It's that patience thing I was talking about earlier. It's so hard to have that patience when you're the veteran, to see these young guys that have the
Exactly.
chance to do it and will be good, but
But looking at you, Twan and Billy and Paul, you guys know coaching and experience means so much. You
Yeah.
need some athletes, yeah. They don't have to be the greatest athletes, but coaching and knowing what to do and how to teach it is so important.
Even like
and
split.
they have it.
Yeah, right,
All right,
exactly.
here we go. Wolves on the line here, 15.5 points, second place right now. Big shot here for the Wolves.
yeah, they're going to need it right here. North Lindy's up with them by 2.5.
A couple heavy 8s already this year for the Wolves.
884 being their fastest so far.
And they're off at the hydrant. Water's in the hose.
Wham jam.
Ooh, Tagger, get that hose out. Here comes
Up with
Josh.
the shot.
Legs.
That's that
hit.
first place
right
shot.
there.
And he didn't nail it.
I was late on it,
He
and I
didn't-
made 70.
Yeah,
this is
it's-
big. This is a big 8.
Water right down through the...
Time for Iceland. 8.73. 8.73.
I was better than
Never
I thought.
challenged Lenny's clock.
873.
312 on the open. 505 water through.
Yeah, I had the
But I
same
think
exact number.
that's-
505
I
water
think
through.
that's the number today,
Yeah.
505.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like that's where it's at.
Mr. Knocker.
You know, this isn't, when they set the water by hand time today and didn't put it back on the clock, that makes a difference. It probably wasn't that 460.
Is that what went on in the beginning of Seahost? Because I got to
Yeah.
tell you, I was catching up with a lot of old timers over at the Yellow Hornet camp, so I didn't know what was going on.
You know, they did it with the timer before. They got it to where they wanted. Then they did about 3 or 4 or 5 tests, and they were doing it hand time because they didn't want to have the idea of if somebody runs and what are we doing? And
Yeah, I confirmed that down there, Twan, on the track. I think it was
Okay.
Spinelli I talked to, and he goes, we just wanted to do it hand time. This drill is what it is, and
Oh, okay.
let's have some fun. So
Fair enough.
That's what we did.
I just got a little nervous because there was an issue with the pump house, a couple weeks ago, something with the piping in there. I don't know.
that might have been one
Just
of the
wanna
reasons
make- you know,
they did it that way.
it is North Lindenhurst. You know, you were saying before coaching, I'll never forget one of Fagan McCarthy, and he had a lot of good sayings, was he told Kevin Connell, you're more valuable to that team as a coach than you were as a player. And he was a good player.
Here they come. Tournament
Yep.
leader. Bam, water's in.
Up at the top,
All about the shot.
they're getting it out. They're there waiting. Oh!
Lights it up.
Holy target hit right there.
This is, I got 8-8, if 881.
No, it doesn't get him, it doesn't look like.
8.81.
Oh, the doctor is
Where was it at the water on?
How'd you get through that?
503 through the hose.
331.
Yeah, there it is.
I had 478.
Did you really? Wow, I'm way off. My
331.
thumb's broken.
331. There's your two tenths at the hydrant. They had 3-1 when they ran the 873.
Yeah. You said 478 through the hose? And that's a good 10,
I
2
had
tenths faster.
I had 478.
Wow.
That's going to light some fires.
That's 20 and a half.
They got the hose out really well. I mean, it was a good job.
It's going to be a second place shot with that 881. So once again, the last 2 teams lighting it up. This seems like state tournament deja vu here at the Hunter. The top 2 teams still going at it half a year later, maybe a little bit more.
And they both finish the drill.
1.5
Back to
points
back,
is separating
right?
them.
Gotta love
1.5
it.
points, 2 to go. Third place is going to be the 920 by the Hagerman Gamblers. 921, fourth place by Farmanville. And 952, fellas?
Yeah.
52,
fifth.
1 point.
1 point
For the
for
Snails.
Lindenhurst. With 2 to go, we'll give you some results.
What kind of motor pump are we getting today,
Yeah.
right?
So with 2 to go, it's a
Yeah, go ahead.
hide and seek. 2 teams have run away and hid. That's Islip and North Lindenhurst. 22 for North Lindy, 20.5 for Islip, 1.5 separating the top 2. Then it drops down to the Hobos at 11.5. third place right now. And then a tie for fourth and fifth. West Hempstead and Hagerman, 7.5. But right behind them, Lindy with 6. North Belmore, 5.5. Farmanville, 4.5. So we got quite a finish coming up here, everybody. We'll let Chris give you the times right here. We'll take a break, and we'll get ready for the final two. 20? I don't know.
No. I don't have cash. I don't have cash on.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
I'm pulling that move today.
Here's the
First
results.
place, 5 points, with the time of 8.73. Number 13, Iceland.
You already gave me the winner once.
Second place, 4 points. Number 14, North Lindenhurst. Third place, 3 points. Number 6, Hagerman. Fourth place, 2 points. Number 11, Farmingville. Fifth place, 1 point. Number 10, Lindenhurst.
All right, we're going to be back with Motor Pump. And hey, if you like the ending of the 2021 state drill between Islip and North Lindy, we're getting a little similar action here. 1.5 points separates the two as we go into the final two contests. Live on top of the arch. We'll be back.
Instant replay.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official public.
50-50 reader will be over by the food stand. It's got to be over 1,500 to the winner by now, so meet Rita over by the food stand and get your 50-50s. Drawing will be before buckets. Local committee, if we can get bottles of water up to the top of the arch. Never mind, we got it. Thank you. And once again, thank you to the local committee and the officials for keeping this drill running great. Thank you. Okay, track is ready. Lights are set. Everybody along the fence, please be careful during motor pump. Next contest is motor pump. The Hunter drill record is 6.15, currently held by Central Iceland. There is a 10-second mandatory overtime for safety in this event. Up to the lights. Your number one on your program, the South Hempstead Rascals.
All right, we are back from motor pump.
Yeah, I just heard the Joe Hunter record, 6.15. What a difference from some of the other tracks, right, guys? I mean, it's typical for Hempstead, don't get me wrong, but 6.15, we know fives are the standard on a lot of other tracks. Be fun to watch tonight and see if it goes anywhere. No, we don't hear you, Twan. No, we don't have you, Twan. Try the on button. No, I'll let you know when we hear you, Twan.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, we got you
All
now.
right, how
You're
we
good.
doing? That 6:15 track record on Hempstead at the Hunter. There was actually a 5:71 run when we hosted it at West Sayville.
Here's South Hempstead at the hydrant. It's dark out there, everybody.
But that means nothing.
Places it on. Puts the nozzle in the street. Just low left, now low right. He's shooting right. He's got knocks off the sandbag.
Hold it up. Overtime.
Paul, I see a nozzle man with one guy behind him. That's not the typical thing.
Well,
in
you
motor
could see
pump.
there was not a lot of pressure. There was more pressure and efficiency than we saw right there.
Had a 165 handle. So they hooked it up pretty quick, but I don't know if the truck's not pumping hard.
Overtime for the Rascals.
I'll tell you what, man. Again, rough night for the Rascals. Hornet, Rascal, Woodlander, Buckeye team. But I got to tell you, there's a good young group of guys on this team, man. Vinny Tyers had a rough night tonight on nozzle. You saw him getting, blown off on B and C hose. However, I do see it. What do you need, bud?
Up to the light. Number 2.
There's potential here. You know, you start to build a new team. One of the things you look for is like guys coming out and doing things. And this South Hempstead team has that group of guys. That culture is there.
Yeah.
And now it's just a matter of getting them better on the track.
Well, you could see, listen, you got Spats hooking it up like he's still hooking it up.
Which he hasn't done in practice.
Yeah,
like tonight he lit it up, but we need that consistently.
He's a gamer, 100%.
Yeah, I know.
So then you could see the guys need to practice up at the top.
That's exactly
There
right.
wasn't any urgency to them, and this water, if he's hitting it, there needs to be urgency.
And those are the things you usually work out in practice here. But, Mike's been a little hit or miss in practice. Look, he'll be the first one to admit it. That's how Mikey is.
Yep.
And tonight he lit it up. He came to play, like you said.
But as I saw the nozzle man go down, and even though there was only one guy behind him, that didn't even look solid. Like they looked a little tentative getting down there, and that's the last thing you want to be in motor pump is tentative. Everything has to happen so quick. People have to know that the guys behind the nozzle man, Paul, you know this, they have to know your body English. As you're making a move, they need to know to pounce. Here we go.
West Hempstead making the approach. Like I said, it's dark.
It really is.
And I'm telling you, it's dark for them. Oh, when he blows it off the discharge. We've seen a lot of that this year.
More than I think we've ever seen.
Yeah, and you should. I don't know how that happens here at Hempstead, right? Where's the little hold for 2 seconds? You got to really miss.
Yeah.
Oh, we've seen it all this year.
He must have hit the horse in the mouth. He wasn't even close. On the side of the truck.
Folks, ask anybody on this arch on the side, and we'll tell you that story.
I mean, you said we've seen it a lot. Last week we saw the discharge blow off of both sides, right? The intake and the
That was
discharge
one we
blew off,
never
right?
saw before.
And we're still trying to come up with a name for that.
I like the one Rob said.
Yeah, what was that? A double trouble?
entente?
Double trouble.
Teddy's boy.
That was double trouble.
Double trouble. All right, Teddy's boys.
What'd you do with that stopwatch, Lenny? That wasn't mine.
I just dropped it off the arch.
Who took it?
Your boy from the Westerners.
Oh, yeah, that's his watch. Okay, John. Good. All right.
Yeah, you're right. The guys
Go ahead.
behind the nozzle, especially when like if you go to a good pump track, because that's the way you practice, it's repetitive, so the guys get the cadence, the footsteps. But when you go somewhere different where the water's going to be a little different and you're going to go a little further, it's really important that they're paying attention to what's going on. I was somebody who put the nozzle behind my back when I jumped off. That in itself is something you gotta.
You were a pass behind your back guy? I remember Gary Parrish doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe the first guy I saw do that.
I just liked it to have it. I wanted to carry it in my right hand.
It's a hell of a move.
Instead of coming off with the left hand, I wanted to wrap it around and run with it in my right hand.
That's a hell of a move. I would never even consider it. But if it worked for you, it worked for you.
Yeah, it never went south on me.
What was your best pump time ever?
6:0 something.
Oh, that explains it.
5:90. I was running when listen.
It just dropped 1,300 right there.
He went from
Juan.
609 to 590.
I'm
I'm not talking about practice.
No. It was
Practice.
yeah, we hit a 5.2.
I ran a 579 and B-ladder, or 479 and B-ladder in practice.
But that was pretty good pump in the truck. That was pretty good base short pump days.
No, I didn't.
Oyster Bay at the approach.
2 points on the day for the Teddy's boys. Let's see what they got for motor pump
He
here.
blows
Looks like
it into
a
his
miss.
lap.
Little
Yep.
the hydrant there. Now he's got it on.
And there's just now it blows out the back. That one I think comes off the intake, right?
Figure that one out. No, I think that's.
Or is the hose? Is it the hose? No, it's the intake.
Are they
Yep.
pumping out the back?
No. Are
The
they?
water looked like it came out the back of the truck.
It did.
I'm sure you guys talked about B-Hose Joe Boy.
Yeah.
56 years old. I said to him after that shot, I'm like, you don't want to be the oldest Hydroman to ever run a 7 in B-Hose. That's a history stat for you. Who's the oldest guy to run a 7 as Hydroman? Right?
I don't know.
He's 56. What was he tonight? He was 833. 33 hundredths off, 34 hundredths off of
He
7.
had a weird hop and a skip,
He had
didn't
2
he?
feet down to stop
Yeah, it
him.
was
I
a
know.
hop and a skip. I still think he was like 260
Talk about a hard
something.
break.
Listen,
2-footer.
I stopped when I was 33. My hat's off to the guy.
Huh?
What was the number, Paulie, on the Teddy's boys? I didn't get it. Was it overtime?
I don't- yeah, they didn't
oh,
have it.
no, oh, that's right. It was no time. So no number on the board yet
Nothing.
for anyone.
So Paulie, are they pumping out the back of the truck?
I don't
now?
know.
I'm going to
gonna-
take a look as they
Yeah,
go
me
by
too.
off the back of the. There's a couple of teams that
Yeah,
have.
Daryl's not
switched
usually
to
in that race, right? That's the problem.
Yeah, Daryl's.
He wasn't the discharge, was he?
No, he's a Hydroman.
Can't really
Was he?
see during the way, right?
There's too many bodies in
Yeah,
the
you
back.
can't see.
Billy, do you know? Are they pumping out the back of that truck now? With Oyster Bay, we saw water blowing out the back.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Maybe something blew in the
Something
pump
had to break
housing?
somewhere
I
else.
think it was the intake. Right at the truck.
Maybe.
I think it blew a hole.
And
That
maybe
sucked.
it
Could've.
sprayed back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no way they're not running out the back. We would have seen it already this year.
Yeah.
They've been to a couple tournaments. It's not,
Darryl would have mentioned it 37
he would have told me 10 times.
Now, who's doing that now? I know the Hobos do it. Who started? Was that a main transit thing? A Spencerport thing? Right, there you go.
Spencerport scored the state drill right with that. They ran a 590 in Deerfield, right?
Are the P-Pickers doing that too?
I don't know if they all
I don't
changed it
remember.
up there,
It's
but I know.
interesting
I
to
remember
hear.
Spencerport hit it. He was like literally the announcement. He was at the front tire.
Yeah.
And he hit it.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I just remember a few teams from upstate doing it, and then
Yeah, Seabreeze had it out the back because they had Rough Riders' old truck.
Yeah.
Listen, 7.5 points for the Gamblers. Big shot if they want to try to come down third overall.
I hope they don't go double male with a female sleeve here.
That was
That's what Oyster Bay just
interesting.
did.
6:43, their best of the season.
Listen, if they can get in the hydrant, it's dark. He stalls at the nozzle. Backup man went down. They got good pressure out of that thing.
There was a lot that didn't go right there, Paul. There was a little stumbling and bumbling. It's a low 7.
7.21.
721. Hagerman vying for top 5, 7.5 points on the day.
Hydrant didn't look clean. I had it at 2 flat again. Folks, it's really hard to see right now. It's dark down there by the hydrant. We're up on the arch.
You know what it is? It's like dusky, so it's not a pitch black sky yet, which makes it harder to see because the lights, they're kind of fighting with each other. But 7:21, our first completed shot. Right now, that's a 5-pointer with the Hobos coming to the line with 11.5 points on the day. The Hobos actually, if you go back, past 8 years or so, 6:33, fastest time in motor pump at the Hunter when it's been on Hempstead, in Hempstead.
That's
the fastest shot really since 04, 03. I mean, so really 6:33. If you got a 6.4, 6.5 today, you're a happy camper.
Big deal, right?
Yeah.
I would find it hard to believe anybody with this light setup right now in terms of dusk that they could do that. I mean, how do you put it on faster than 1718 right now?
That's just like a regular practice night.
No.
But you know what, guys? You got to remember, we have a different angle. It's very bright.
I think it's darker the other way.
I don't know.
We got
I
this.
don't know what. I don't know
When
what
you're
they're-
looking this way with this light here, it's darker that way.
I
It's
don't
like CI.
know what they're looking at.
I'm telling you, it's like CI. When you run in the CI town, all the light is here, and you look, and it's dark.
I feel like you guys have run like speed contests in that dark.
We did. We were talking about it
I
before.
remember.
It's
That's
scary. I've gotten on the line and
crazy.
see hose, and I could barely see the curve.
That's.
But
You
it's
had
like-
that on
then you look down the track, it's all lit up.
I know.
It's like you're coming out of the tunnel.
Yeah, plus another month later, the nights are getting shorter,
Yeah, that's
No longer, I mean.
exactly.
And folks, we know there's been many state tournaments run here, and all the lights are on. It's just a little bit, maybe like you said, because it's dusky.
It's dusky. It's not pitch black
deceiving.
yet. Yep.
Here come the hobos.
Yeah.
11.5.
Yep.
That's as good as it's going to get right there, folks. Puts it in the street, way up the street. Just a little low right, but I think that's as good as it gets.
Paul, I like how he
In the
got
dark.
8 to 10 feet over the line.
Agree.
He knew what he was dealing with here.
Central Iceland, 6.63.
It's a solid shot here.
That's tough to
That's
beat
a good time. That's a good shot right there.
in this setup right now. I think that's tough to beat. They came in with good speed.
What was that number?
663, right on your watch.
So my number's right on. So from what I saw at the hydrant, 166,
Yeah,
It's a text watch. He gets the text from
526 water out.
The guys over there, they text him the number and he
He
shows
just
it to
talks
us.
into it. It's like a Alexa, put 663 on my
Yeah.
phone. You know.
It's like a Bob Noonan thing at the state trail. Hey,
I wasn't trying to show off. I'm
to.
trying to see if my splits are right.
Yeah, but
It's so hard to see. Paul, as they come down the track, I see you leaning over the rail trying to watch the hydrant in.
Look at the moon.
You guys, you're like a bunch of elephants. You never forget.
That was hard to forget. But now I know the backstory.
Well, I know they talked about this from last week that Richie could have got a couple more steps out of Ridge, and he stopped at the line. They really wanted him to get out there today.
Oh, he was way
That makes a
under
lot of
control.
sense.
They look good. They look good right there.
He
Under
could have probably got
control.
another step or two. I mean, he was way out there already, and I think he got just scared.
So this is the first split I'm giving you on what we used to call water through the truck, from the stick to water out. 362. Now, I don't know, Twan, you know better than me. Is that decent here at Hempstead? Like on a good track, you might be 3.0, 3.1 for the best teams. 3.6, is that about average here?
I couldn't say one way or the other, honestly. I don't know. I mean,
I bet you it's a little slower than what you would want here.
Yeah.
I think it's a 3.5.
It's about the best you're
That's what
gonna
I'm
get
thinking.
here.
I mean, look,
3.6 is pretty good with what's going on right here.
you know, truth be told, I let Ralph, JoJo, and, you know, Billy Falk, those guys kind of deal with the water through the truck argument every night of practice. I was just a lowly anchorman in this contest, the Mikey, the Mikey
Yeah,
J
I could
spot, if
check
you
in
will,
on that
to
real
all your
quick.
North
You guys
Lindy
hear me?
fans, you know what I mean?
Hey, motor pump every spot is critical.
Yeah, all I know is that I had to run
Jay.
fast and go to the guardrail and lift it up if we were at CI or Ridge.
All right, here goes
You
North
know.
Belmore on the track.
Talk
Yeah.
about hard to see with a black truck. This is, they got to turn their headlights on.
Yeah,
There they
5.5 points. They need a shot
Water's
here.
in the truck. He's pumping. I think he's shooting right. He was.
I think he could have got another step or two, Paul. He
Yep.
might have got a little loop behind him, might have hurt him.
And I think that cocked the nozzle a little bit, too.
For North Belmore, 7.55. 7.55.
7:55, currently third.
Shout out Matt Spinelli.
So I'm pretty,
Sidewinder there.
I'm pretty close with my overall there as well. 169 stick, 544 water rack is up 375 through the truck.
Up to the lights, number 10, Lindenhurst Snail.
And if you ask me, I thought he was on it earlier than anybody. He was on that pump quickly. And he didn't get a better water through the truck right there.
Well, again, I think they might have got a tiny kink behind the nozzle, man. I
Yeah.
think he could have went another step or two, a little harder.
I think you were saying last year at the Hagerman invite in Labor Day, I believe your number you had for Hagerman was 281 through the truck.
Which is
For the,
insane. That's like anything under 3 flat is
And
is
Iceland
just
was at
crazy.
297, and that was a great shot, but
Yeah.
Hagerman was that much faster through the truck.
And again, it depends on the track, folks. But
Another team that can run pump, Lindenhurst Snails right here.
Big shot for them as well. They are a point and a half down from fourth place in the drill. Sorry. So, you know, you got a 663 by the Hobos, 721 by Hagerman, 755 by North Belmore, right?
wide open.
So it's wide open, but not only that, the Snails can gain a couple points on the Gamblers with that 721. So they beat that 663, which is a little bit in their wheelhouse. I don't know, 6.6. They ran a 666, the Devil's number at Lindenhurst.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know, I don't want to throw the
That got him a
wham.
point.
I would almost just give me the extra 100th, man.
I don't want to throw the wham and jammer on him, Billy. This is your favorite pump hydrant man, right?
Oh, here it is.
Christian Brody.
I just can't
Isn't
see
it
if he
Chachi?
can get it on.
I thought Chachi was still doing. Oh no, it's Christian. You're right.
He loves when you say that.
Oh yeah.
He's been solid. We don't mean to jinx him, but
Jody loves
he's been
Chachi.
so solid
Oh,
on
he
the
has
hydrant
been
for the
great.
Snails last year and a half.
Hey, my favorite Niles man out there too, and the cars. Here we go.
Good approach. Oh, he sticks it.
scoops.
He scooped it.
Come on, cars.
Man, that water's not getting to the
Where's the
nozzle.
water?
Oh,
It's cavitating the pump. He's just not getting the water in there.
167 open.
7.79. 79.
Paul, I'm going to agree with you on the
You
cavitation
really got to
there.
wait
and
on this stuff.
Maybe you can explain that just quickly, what cavitation means.
Well, he's
Yeah,
got the
tell us all. We all are interested.
The
I've
impeller.
never heard of that word.
Really? If you cavitated the pump, what happens
about
is
it in October.
when the water's
I want
coming
you,
into
baby.
the impeller,
Go ahead.
the impeller is already moving too fast, and the water can't get into the pump.
It's catching
and therefore,
air.
it's skipping across the water, catching a little bit instead of fitting the full. You got to fill that pump, then you hit the gas, and you can throw the water down the
Gotcha.
track.
That makes sense. And what about the Canuna valve?
That I don't know nothing about.
That was an important part. The distributor cap?
The Canuna valve?
Yeah, it was not
I ran into
canooning.
that in Mexico once.
Did you?
Wait, did you drink the water?
But yeah, Paul explained it right there, folks.
No, yeah,
so
it's-
you don't quite get the water pressure here in Hempstead. No disrespect to Hempstead, but it's just a different setup.
Well, that's always the
and the
thought.
pump is spinning so fast,
Right.
it's catching air.
We
It's
would
not just
come
catching
here, they
water.
would hook up the hydrant, and we would have them go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then they'd start pumping.
Let it fill a little
Just
bit.
let it fill up,
Yeah.
and then hope for a 6.6. I mean, kudos to the guys putting it on. He caught air right there, and he still snapped it on. With the amount of light they have down there, I give them a lot of credit for coming in here and being able to hit it.
I mean, I thought the stream actually looked pretty good coming out of it.
When it finally came,
Yeah,
it
right,
Once
right,
it
right.
got there, yeah.
Yeah.
Twan, we're not picking on your pump setup here.
I'm not on. Listen.
It is what it is.
Listen, how's the
And
ladder
it's been
setup?
that way forever.
How's the ladder setup? The ladder setup good?
Could be.
That's all I care about.
We can see that on electric.
Just for the record, we did 0 ladder tests today. Just
So-
for those
so-
of you keeping score at home,
So
0 ladder tests.
Paul's complaining about the lighting, the water. I mean, come on. The burgers were good, right, Paul?
I'll see you at the Bayshore Invitational. See how that goes.
Different cavitation. Different cavitation. I don't know.
Still
I'm
waiting for
watching-
that one, Twan.
Which one?
Is this on
The
cavitation?
Bayshore invite.
Farmanville.
There it is.
There was no cavitation
Wow.
Yes, this.
Overtime.
Terrible
Overtime
cavitation.
for Farmingdale.
there. Did I use that correctly?
No, I think he doesn't have it in pump.
Oh, that's bad too.
I don't think he's got it in pump.
I'm not sure what went wrong there, but it wasn't pretty.
Knuckles feel
They
better?
didn't get water, and they had
Not to
overtime
be
before the
confused
water.
with the other cavitation.
Yeah.
They had overtime before the water slid under the target under low pressure.
Hey, look, and we're joking here, but, we're talking about a top 5 team in the state last year, the Farmingville Bandits, right?
Heck
4.5
yeah.
points today. I'm looking for them to finally hit their stride. I'm hoping Justin gets back. I hope his wrist heals up, because I'm curious to see how they follow up that top 5 finish in the state last year.
West Sayville, flying
Yeah.
touchdown.
So West Sayville up next. You're right, Twan. Farmingville's starting around into shape. That wasn't a pretty run for different reasons, but
Yeah.
you're starting to see them put different races together, and I think by the end of the year they're going to be a competitor. Come time.
West Sayville with a
New York State.
640 at the Lindenhurst invite. Water such as this. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been one of their stronger contests. 9 out of 15 in their 3 drills this year. 640, 596. at
What was that,
Selden.
West Sayville?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Overtime at Merrick. Not sure what happened there, but it happens, right? I mean,
What's
West
your
Sayville, the all-time leader, I was saying this earlier, of the Joe Hunter Championships. They have 5.
and what's interesting of that is that they haven't
Come.
they haven't raced in
Last
all
couple
of
years.
them. So they've raced in 8 and they won 5,
Yeah.
right?
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you
Hornets
guys
have
this.
4, Hobos 4, Knockers 3.
And only one team has raced in every
2.
single one.
South Hempstead.
North Londoners Piston Knockers. There's been a couple years where the Rascals
Oh,
did
yeah?
not. Yeah, well, 2012 to 15 we ran as the Yellow Hornets,
Okay.
but then 16, 17, 18 there was no South Hempstead Yellow Hornet team. We were just kind of hosting. But the Piston Knockers are the only team out here that has participated in all 19 Joe Hunter drills.
And this
Actively
drill,
participated.
now think about it.
Yeah.
I believe the drill started after the state tournament. Then it went to May,
Yes,
opening day,
Yeah, in 04 it was
until
in
it
May.
settled in where when the Hempstead invite went away from 4th of July weekend,
Yep.
this kind of settled in right before that weekend.
And then and then over the years it's been brought
Depending
down
on the
to like a
4th.
Thursday night. Yes,
Right, yeah,
exactly.
most of the time on
Yep.
a Thursday.
All right, quick question, guys. So we're all talking about the limited lighting, or at least we feel up here it's limited lighting. Did the headlights from the truck, would that help? Because most of these trucks are not putting their headlights on. Think that helps?
I don't know. I don't think the headlights are going to hook the height.
Just
help
what you
at the
guys
hydrant.
said. I don't know either. That's
I'll
why-
tell you what, I think it's actually easier to see now because it's a little bit darker. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like
You
the
might be
hydrant's
right.
easier to see right
Agreed.
now than it was earlier.
Well, it helps
right?
us. I don't know if it
I don't,
changed
yeah,
them.
right. We're not at that track point, at that vantage point from the track. But listen, West Sayville, 1 point on the day, boys. Put it up now. They want to come down top 5. The capability is there. as we all know.
Approaching the hydrant. They're off. He's got water in.
Slams
He's
it.
pumping quick.
almost
they're not
loses the
going down.
nozzle.
Now they're down. He had time. They are just, he's either not in pump or something's wrong.
Overtime.
You saw it after that second burst there,
Not in
right?
pump.
So,
Just in the truck.
so from what I saw, guys, they didn't get the nozzle man the hose. Paul, we talked about this last week. The guys behind him getting them the hose.
Yeah.
He got stopped short. I don't know why the water didn't come out, but
I don't know if he
got
had it
stopped
in
short.
pump. I think he
missed it in
threw it
truck.
into pump after the fact.
181 open.
It looked like he dragged those three guys behind him with a hose, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Joey's a big, strong guy.
Something happened. They didn't give him the hose, but that wasn't the reason they didn't get water out. He could have been in trouble if they got water out.
Yeah.
That was just, I don't know
But,
what happened there.
You know, I don't know if that's,
15, the Iceland.
I don't know if that was cavitation or that he didn't have it in pump because he was pumping immediately, like very quickly from water on.
And didn't that happen to the previous team?
Yeah, and they
So-
just got nothing out.
Yeah.
Which doesn't.
And maybe it's the size of your pump as
I was
well.
going to say, is it a pump house issue?
No, I think
don't-
it could be the size of their pump. When they
Okay.
start pumping, it really
Okay.
prohibits the water from even coming in.
Okay.
You're not getting any water in.
That's strange because you don't see it like that.
Right.
2 in a row,
Right.
especially.
We're two quality teams.
All right.
Well,
so
here comes another one. So
Well,
we'll know in
listen
a
here.
sec.
Well, right, and you know, shades of the 2021 state drill, right? Remember,
Here we
guys
go.
going back to back, and they both missed.
Yeah.
Right, Islip
Islip won every contest all year.
tournament. Oh my God, what an ending to that state drill! And now here we are, a point and a half separates them. The Pistonarkers have 22, the Wolves have 20 and a half. The contest is wide open, 663, holding down first place right
but-
now.
And if anybody needs the big run, it's got Islip down a point and a half.
Islip with some lights on, but it doesn't look like the headlights. It looks like kind of like white running lights. It's not really headlights.
And they're pointed at the hydrant. Wait a second.
And just think if this is state drill right now, and it's Wolves, Knockers,
Gotta
maybe the
run a
Hobos are in the
6-6.
last three to run in the contest. That'd
Well, that's
be
a
really cool.
possibility
That'd be
with the
really
new
cool.
lineup setup.
That's going to be great to see.
Wolves in first place last week at the
Possibility.
Southern Invite. Here we go.
Showtime. Wolves can run this race. Here they come.
They're off at the hydrant. He's really deliberate.
Water's in.
He waited a second. Let's see what they get out of it. Only gets to the line.
Wash.
Paul, he went high, then he went low, and he never found the flat.
I'll give you that one. I believe he said, listen, I'm going to go to the line, but I'm going to lift it as opposed to I slam it on the ground. I'm going to have to lift it, and I think he lifted it too high, went right over the target.
I only had a 208
Guys, we
stick.
need a North Lindenhurst actual time here, or we only have 4 times on the
Only
board.
4 times. on
Only
the board.
4 times.
779.
Well, they were
Fourth place
really,
right now.
really deliberate. Like, they were just shooting to get a couple points. And you can still run a 6-6 like that, but
208 open, 550 water out. So if he hits it,
you
know,
could tell.
he's a high to
You
mid
could tell
six.
he went to his spot.
Yeah.
But he said, hey, I'm going to lift it because we're going to need a little bit more. Well, he lifted it right over the target.
And then
So
he
now-
dropped it down, and he never found the middle.
Well, we all know, shooting left to right is a little easier than when you go on top of it because you can't see anything. And when you try
Exactly.
to bring it down, you better hope you're lined up right.
So, Paul, as a pump nozzle man, you know it exactly right. You're sitting on top of that nozzle. If you go high, you can't see anything.
Right.
And once you're high, and you look at the light at that point, and you crush your
And,
fingers.
and the other thing I think he did is he lifted it immediately. And he's a guy that probably never had to lift in his life. My entire career was lifting it. So what we would do is you slam it on the ground, you count 1,000, and then you begin to lift because that would be the time the water got to the target, and you could still see the target. You wouldn't go over with that first shot.
It's all about timing, and he kind of went for it, and he went high, and then he had dropped it, and it was just over.
So now here we go. North Lindenhurst
So
needs
here-
4 points to lock up the drill. They need to beat a 721. They do that. They are the winners of the Joe Hunter invite.
And let's
if
face
they
it-
miss and get an overtime, there's no 5th place finisher.
How about that?
Right? When's the last time you saw that, ladies and gentlemen? Where
Unless
you
they-
don't get that 1 point.
It's an old-fashioned drill, I think.
So 721 number, and they are the Joe Hunter champs for back-to-back years.
You think they know that at this moment? I'm not
yeah,
sure that
why
they
not?
do.
Yeah,
Who
get a
knows?
good run. We win after they saw us.
They're running their shot no matter what, right?
Of course they are.
That's another, I mean, that's the mentality.
The best they could run it.
No matter what.
Oh, I think he pulled the stick the wrong way. They're taking a long time to get it out, but he's on the flap. Vinny not running. You see Vinny coaching him over from the corner. They're walking out. I think he pulled the stick the wrong way. He stopped himself with it and didn't throw it down.
7-4.
7.44.
That's third.
7.44.
So that's 663 by the Hobos. It's going to get first.
Just quick 180 stick. 591 water
How
out.
about Hagerman coming back here? 721 is going to get second there. He had a good bucket shot 2 weeks ago. He stopped himself with the stick.
Right.
And didn't put it down. He had to get his momentum back going the other way.
So he used it to stop himself.
Right, and then he was pulling it, he was holding it, and then I think he had to readjust his momentum to go that way with it to try to throw it down. Instead of slapping it down,
Well,
he caught himself with it.
Again, it's hard to see. I had 180, but it might have not been that good.
543, 744 is third, 755 is fourth, and 779. Hey, get a number, score a point right there. With that, we'll give you the tops. CI wins that contest. Hagerman's going to get second. Third is going to be North Lindenhurst. Fourth is going to be North of Belmore. And fifth is Lindenhurst.
Get your 50-50 tickets out.
And with one contest to go, 25 points for the Knockers.
Yep.
Up 4.5 for the only team that can catch them, the Islip Wolves, who have 20.5.
Wolves need first, and a knock a miss.
That's what happened, and it's going to come down to those two, right? You would imagine. Central Islip, 16.5 is third.
4 points.
Hagerman has creeped up to fourth with 11.5, and we know they've been running some buckets. And after that, we have a tie for fifth between North Belmore and West Hempstead at 7.5. And right behind them, Lindenhurst with 7. And still with a chance of top 5 is Farmanville with 4.5. So this ain't over in any way.
So we have a race for first. The Hobo's locked up, at least a tie for third, and the race for fifth is really where the excitement is at, aside from the overall winner.
Carol Spinelli, Mrs. Spinelli, as they told me, will be picking out the winner.
We're going to say live for the 50-50 draw?
We have to.
1672.
Yeah.
Us guys with these electric blue shirts, so a bunch of us are in together. Twan didn't want to join us, but that's his issue.
I left my cash at home.
Electric
You take
blue.
Venmo? You take Venmo? I'm gonna
Stan, with the shorts, right?
Okay, it's now purple.
And the kick.
What's the matter? What's he saying about me? Oh,
He said I got best dressed.
Dude,
I got
this
best
is why
dressed.
he ordered them. He went out and got all the sidebars first.
7, 9, 5, 3.
Me?
You might be.
It's got to be up here.
Might be you.
7952.
2, 6,
Billy.
4, 7, 9, 5.
I'm 5'1".
I'm 5'2".
Billy, it's not you. Billy.
It's not me.
He brought his early.
I bought mine earlier.
50-50.
It's right, whoever bought right after us, Paul.
7, 9,
Who was up here?
5, 6.
5'6". He just changed the number.
Yeah.
5'3" or 5'6"?
I apologize.
Oh boy.
Whoa. Now we got to I got to protest.
Yes, I read my ticket.
One more time.
2, 6. I said it's somebody up here.
This is why you win every week.
4, 7, 9, 5, 6.
That's your ticket.
7, 9, 5, 6.
Oh, his ticket was 5'3", of course. He was right after me.
Nate Rita down by the food court. 2, 6, 4.
He's reading his.
7, 5.
What's he doing over there?
7,
7, 8, 2, 9, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's cavitating over there.
Somebody,
He might have the sphincter cavitation going on, I think.
Billy with the line of the night. He's captating. Good job, Billy.
Look at his face. He was reading his.
I don't think he's undefended.
All right, listen, we're gonna pay some bills when we get back in a couple minutes. We're gonna have the completion of this contest, the
That's why he wins
2022
every
Joe
week.
Hunter.
He reads his own ticket.
We'll be back in a
And
moment.
you wonder why Biden won.
Never seen Chris Perry cavitate before, but we just heard it. He goes, I decapitated.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYS FD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill team.
Part of that money will be going to Hunter's car after she ran over the Northland and Hers
on Facebook, Twitter.
Metal letter.
Going into buckets.
If you were listening earlier, that is true, by the way.
South Hempstead, 2. West Hempstead, 7.5.
And then she peeled out at 80 miles an hour down Weir Street.
Haverman, 11.5.
Is the joke still funny the second time?
Central Islip, 16.5.
I'm still amused.
Thanks, Lenny. You know, I can count on you. Can't count on you for shirt color, but, you know, I can count on you for laughing at my jokes.
It didn't matter what color I picked, Juan.
West Sayville, 1. Islip, 20.5. And North Lindenhurst, 25. No one else would have a field day with that. Okay, track is ready.
Oh, Chris is struggling over there. Mr. Perry is he's reaching for branches. He's like, I'm falling out of the tree. I got to find a branch.
So the Rascals are going to be the first team to go here, and their dumper, Dylan, South Hempstead guy, he went to the Twan School of Dumping just last week. You know, there's two types of dumpers out there. There's dumpers that use their bicep to bring the buck up towards the barrel to dump it, and there are dumpers that use their tricep, where they turn their hand with the knuckles facing the barrel, and they kind of bring it across their body that way. I prefer to be more of a bicep kind of guy, if you will. Dylan here was kind of flip-flopping between both during his practice shot, and I told him, focus on grabbing it almost like from underneath with your bicep being your main muscle to guide it into the barrel. So we'll see how he does here. We'll see if he keeps it the same way the whole time.
That's a great perspective. Twan, stay on top of that for every team.
Yeah. That might be the dumper's perspective, but watching racing for the last how many years, there's like 20 different types of ways to dump.
That's a lot.
That must be the good two ways.
Yeah.
But I've seen some really weird ones.
Ralphie from West Hempstead's a tricep guy. You'll see what I mean.
A little slow on the set on the ladder. Here they come. First one is
under
down.
with the bicep. That's good.
10:62 in.
Really methodical of coming up the side of the ladder right here.
Stay with the pace. He's getting down and working. See, he's working up. And I saw him practice.
He's looking around.
Actually, looks pretty good.
A couple out the back, but now he's found the middle.
Looks like it took 14, right?
Finished with the last bucket.
Good job going underhand, Dylan. Way to be.
South Hempstead, 29.71,
Fun
29.
29.71 for one of the hosts of today's drill.
Twan flexing his biceps up here.
Now, okay, so what I mean by that, right, so he's going underneath it kind of like, so his palm is open, so the palm is facing the ladder, and then you pull the bucket up with your bicep. Ralphie Nichols here from West Hempstead, he's going to have his palm facing, the other side of the arch and kind of pull it up with the tricep muscle.
That makes sense.
It's so smooth, it's just going to look easy. You'll see his hand, his knuckles will face the ladder.
71.
Twan, that's crazy good perspective. I've never heard it described that way. Again, I was never a jumper.
Just before we get,
good to hear.
we can go back to this. Just before we get to the next team, South Hempstead runs right there. That's Joe Hunter's team. Well, there's a lot of people that have joined us since 9/11 has even happened, and they come out and support the Joe Hunter. But Joe Hunter raced for the South Hempstead Rascals for many years, and it's good to see that his team is out here and working hard.
And continue this tribute to him.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to watch Ralphie now.
So you'll see Ralph grabbing the ladder, if you will, and he'll use his tricep muscle to get the bucket up into the barrel.
This is a run for top 5 right here. 7.5 points for the Westerners.
Twan, got a lot to do with the legs here, too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ladder climb.
Ralph's nice and tall,
Looks like,
too.
he slips at the bottom, but makes a real good recovery. Now that first bucket's coming up. Little spillage between the bottom and the middle.
10:25 first bucket.
They're really throwing some buckets up, but boy, they're spilling some water. Much better now.
Yes, yep.
It took all of 13. I'll tell you what, the first half of those buckets that came up, there was a lot of spillage.
Time for West Hempstead, 25.17, 25.
So 25-17. They're going to hope that sticks around. 7.5 points on the day.
Number 5, the Oyster Bay Teddy's boy.
Twan, JoJo was up here with that young lady. Was that whose child?
That is Ralph's granddaughter, Ralphie Jr.'s daughter. I'm not sure of her first name, but you can see the resemblance, man. She's
was
adorable.
So excited watching that. I mean, JoJo just took her down.
Yeah.
I wanted to interview her, actually. He just ran her out of here. She was jumping up and down watching the dumper up here. We get excited watching it, but to see a little kid to see it, it was fun.
Always good to see the young kids come out to keep the sport going, Yeah, and it's good to see Ralphie Jr. out there racing with the West Hempstead.
This side
Westerners,
needs
right?
it more than that side.
Yeah, this is kind of a new thing that I'm noticing here. We talked about this at Ridge with that lip kind of getting in the way of the jumper's foot. Now we kind of have a puddle. I don't ever recall the puddle being quite so bad.
How about Chris Perry, our announcer, working his butt off, sweeping the puddles
Was it dumped forward? Was it dumped the wrong way? No, that wouldn't matter.
He's been collecting from the 50-50 the last 3 weeks. He's trying to make up for it.
Huh. That's interesting.
He's out $3,000, he said. Here they come.
They're off.
Steve O'Neill, Seglier, and Rath on the ladder.
Yeah, 27:09.
All right, bucket's picked. Here it comes.
Steve attacks that ladder.
Yeah, he's up here waiting. Now they drop the second bucket.
10:54 first one.
Steve's a tricep guy, as you can see. Knuckles facing the ladder.
They're really jamming each other. From the bottom man to the middle man, they're jamming and spilling a good chunk of water. I don't know if these buckets are so filled.
That was,
About a 1-2 pace there.
They were really clashing.
27.20.
27-20.
Second place, 27-20, 25-17 first, and here comes the Gamblers. The Gamblers put up that good bucket shot. Right? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah. Nice 22 a couple weeks ago. 5th place.
Yeah.
A 5-pointer there.
Yeah.
Gambler.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're in and out, brother.
22.82 for first, and Merrick 22.78 for Selden.
Oh.
You got to play with your wires there, Twan.
That's a neat thing.
Trying to give us some stats. Yeah, Hagerman, we've seen them run some really solid buckets this year, and
I was what? Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay.
We are.
all right, Chris Perry taking control, which I like.
Yeah,
I like to see
the
that.
barrel's got to be set right, and he's doing it. Now Hagerman comes to the line. Now Hagerman, we were talking about the way they pass. They still do they're doing a half turn on it, and I thought that they would be more successful without the turn. We had switched it one time, and we became more successful, definitely. Just sending that bucket straight up the ladder.
It depends on the style that you
It
learn.
does, no doubt.
I mean,
Yeah.
We always did it one way, and we changed it.
Oh.
Kohler picks that first one as he
Yeah,
took a
he
little slip,
slipped, yeah,
but he
he-
gets it as he goes to the next rung, and they got a decent pace going here.
9:59 first bucket with the slip. Good pace.
Yeah, Aaron Allen. Yeah.
Look at him bending his legs. It's just great to see.
I tell you, the middleman's just
We
catching
don't
that
have you,
bucket. He's
Twan.
just catching that bucket. It's almost not there.
Keep trying, Twan.
Time for Hagerman. 23.79. 23.
So 20, they got 11 and a half points, 23.79. Right now it's first place, but you could hear it in Aaron's voice.
Central.
You know, that's not what they've been running in practice or what they've been running in tournaments. They wanted to show improvement on that 22.7, 22.6. Didn't happen today.
Well,
Little struggle on the bottom of the ladder.
What did I drop, like number 9 in there?
Do I need batteries, maybe?
Was it? I don't know.
We got you a little bit, Twan. Try it.
Hagerman, 22.78 last week, fastest of their, of their history. So I like Aaron Allen up here. He's a good-looking dumper, man. He's got that.
All right, so Twan, you're
got
in
the
and
rhythm.
out. We agree. He's looking good. I got 1-0 to a 1-1 pace there, guys.
Good pace.
So good looking job by Hagerman. They continue to run real competitive buckets.
Now the Hobos with 16 and a half. What did they run last week? To be 22.38, which is a real good run. 16 and a half points. Outside shot at second. Pretty solidified. If they make that 23.79, they're in third place.
Yeah.
Now, if they get their set right, they've been a little sloppy at times, but when they get set and they pass them clean, they're as good as anybody.
There we go.
They got some young, good climbers.
Started with Hobo Climber first. Ryan gets it. Bucket's coming up. Let's check out the pass.
9:34.
And they're throwing buckets
They're
pretty
gonna
quickly
like
right
it.
here.
Yeah.
Minimal spillage. If they keep this going, it's going to be a nice looking run. Right at the end of 12.
All of
End of 11,
12.
yeah.
Right at the end of 12. It took. It was a nice
22. This is a 22 and a half.
Yeah.
22.27.
All right, that's their best shot of the year.
27.
22-27 for the Hobos to cap off the drill.
Number 9. The North Belmore Rinky Dink.
I got a pace pull 103,
Definitely.
115, 103, 110, 130, 114. So right around a 1-1, 1-2 pace.
Yeah, that's
looking
gonna,
real good.
That's going to guarantee them at least third, if not a move up
Think
to
I'm back.
second. ISO would have to implode.
It
But
does, right, exactly. It gives them a chance. They need 5, and they need ISO to miss to take second place overall.
what was the first bucket there? Did you get that, Lenny?
939.
Yeah, so
That's legit
that's
right there.
really good.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, watching the Hornets when they were in their prime,
8-5,
going into
man.
the 8s.
8-5s,
It was
8-6s,
impressive.
yeah.
Yeah. And then if they could do it, even if when they did it in 12, they
Yeah.
were in the 2-0s.
We had the benefit of the reverse 3-man getting in the ladder, and that's something you look for in any of these teams out here. The Hobos had it too during their run in the early 2010s. You had Newhoff up there
Right.
running like crazy, and
Reverse 3 now.
the reverse 3-man. It was me first, then JoJo, then Spinelli going up the ladder. Right?
Well,
So you think about the reverse 3-man.
That's the thing. You look at the Hobos now, and they got like 6 third men on the team. And
Here comes North Belmore.
Throw 'em on the ladder.
We've seen them run some good
You
buckets.
got to be able to climb to run this contest. man.
22-27.
24.86 they ran a couple weeks ago.
That's a nice looking climb and pick. Get a number
Yeah,
on this. Here we
real
go.
good
First
one.
one's down.
939.
Drops number 3.
Am I the only bicep climber? Here's another tricep guy.
Now the buckets are getting there too slow for them. 13, but they sent up 14 because one of them dropped.
Such a great perspective.
Interesting.
4.67.
24.67 there for North Belmore. To hear you, Twan, talk about bicep and tricep, I never knew there was a difference.
Well,
I thought you just put it in the barrel and that was it. I know it's a tough spot,
guess
but
I never really thought about it, Lenny. I never really thought about it, Lenny, until the other day when I was kind of watching Dylan from the Yellow Hornets from the Rascals dump, and I noticed he was alternating between the two. Right? And that's when I noticed, no, you got to do the same thing every time. And I'm like, and I started saying, use your bicep, not your tricep. And I'm like, I wonder how many bicep, tricep guys are out there who's sort of like, I wonder what Star from New Hyde Park was now that I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it. I wonder what A-Rock was back when he was
I
dumping
never
his
heard it
numbers or
described
what
that
New
way.
Hype was.
First time ever.
I'm wondering if, I did it the wrong way. I'm the only
19s
bicep
under your
guy.
belt, right?
Yeah,
Couple 19s?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Let's just assume you did it the wrong
It's all right.
Think about what you're going to run.
So the North
God, it's all
Star
good.
was a bicep.
The North Star was a bicep. Thank you for that, Murphy.
How great were those times back then watching them run buckets? It was just unbelievable.
Talking
right?
about the Hornets?
No, well, the
talking
Hornets.
about- you're
and
talking
going at it with Newark Park.
Wait, are you
those
talking
guys.
about? Are you talking about Star?
Yeah.
Or North Star?
Oh, well,
Oh, Star was magic.
Was what? Was
Magic.
that whole thing was pretty cool.
No, I learned a lot from just watching him do it, man. A-Rock, I had the benefit of A-Rock in practice, but it's not about me. It's about the snails on the line. 7 points on the
How many
day.
years, the last 3 contests, they just come back out of nowhere and just put themselves in contention?
Yeah.
Pumping buckets. Boom, boom.
Unbelievable.
Mikey
All right, here we go.
McNamara, I wonder how he did it on the pistol knockers. Great dumper.
First one's coming up.
10 flat.
22-2. Oh, double clutch in the middle right there. They're going to have to not be real careful not to drop one now, and they do. They're back in rhythm.
The tricep guy.
That's a dumper that's got every muscle working right there.
Yeah.
25.46.
25-46. I think that's 5th.
Up to the lights.
Yep.
Number 11, the Farmingville Bandits.
22-27, 23-79.
Lindenhurst would have ran a 115, 1-2 pace.
17, 25-47. There you go. That's right.
Dudley
the
said,
Farmingville Bandits.
Dudley said he was going to do the Hempstead Yellow Hornet call-off to his guys today. So that would be, I don't know who's dumping Justin. He's going to say, Justin, foot on the line, set the light.
Well, they all have the bucket line has like a cheer. They all go, chee, or something like that, these bandits. Right, Billy? You've heard them.
Oh, yeah.
Bucket line, chee.
You saw Ryan Kinley there, too, want to smash that last bucket on the ground, but he knew. He didn't. He's got good buckets, obviously. You don't want to smash it down.
Overall
Go ahead.
top 5, 25-46. Overall top 5 right now, as it sits, North Belmore having 3 points would go to 10.5. They would be in the top 5 going down the track, but we got some running to go, including the Farmville Bandits right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is still, I don't think this is their A team yet.
4.5 points on the day.
Yeah, and good point there about that snail shot. Potentially out of the money. Not
Yeah.
yet, though.
Maybe it is. Yeah, this might be the A team. They attack
And
it.
they're on the
See if
ladder. Here we
Dominic can
go.
snatch
First
it.
one's coming up.
23-5 last week.
9:47.
And they're, he double clutches on a bucket. Coming out of the pusher's hands. Now the pace is picked back up again. Dumping a little bit the middleman, dumping it out the side. End of 12.
Solid 12. This will be mid-23.
Time for Farmingville. 23.60.
Second place. 23-60. Second. That's second. That would get them to 8.5, put them in a tie for 5th with North Belmore if it just stayed like this.
Their pace from 1-1 to 1-2. You keep an eye on Farmingville. We've seen them run good buckets over the last few years. They're going to put a little polish on it now that Justin's back.
Now,
they're going to be there.
From what I could tell about Justin, he looked more like a bicep guy, right? It looked like he was bringing it in with his bicep muscle. He kind of had it, I don't know, with his palm toward the ladder a little bit more than the other teams have done so. Wes Sable has had a decent year here, 22.09. That's the time of the year. Still no 21s on the circuit at all anywhere throughout New York State. 22.09 time of the year set at Lindenhurst.
Well, you think about, they've been the best bucket team for the last couple of years, consistent-wise, running really good numbers.
You're talking about the Dutch.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and guys, think about it. They have 1 point on the day. You think about last time the Dutchman came to the line in buckets with only 1 point. But, they're finishing up the day. That's
I don't know if you were on with
late.
us at the time, Twan, but I was talking about that, how great their coaching staff is and all those things. It's just when you're going through that turnover, it's like, man, sometimes it hits you all at once. But they're still competitive. You were here. We were talking about it. There we go.
A lot of pride on the line right here.
Yeah. See Ryan Hugan in at the bottom.
They attack.
Billy Houghton up top.
983.
Yeah, but they are spilling less water than anybody else has spilled so far, and it's not even close.
Billy's a bicep guy.
Danny Tenney on top, Joe Quenzer in the middle. These guys have been together forever.
End of 12.
This is a mid-23.
Oh, shit.
Hit him in the
He
finger.
slammed his finger. Oh, man.
Time for West Sayville. 2-3.48. 23
So 23-48. Every run moves people around. Now that's second.
Wow.
to the lights. Number 11.
And
Iceland. Goal.
now there's a three-way tie. Oh, yeah.
Solid 115 pace there for the Dutch.
Just quick glance, and I think right now for fourth and fifth, yes, for fifth, there's a three-way tie. If it ended like this, but we got two good bucket teams to go. I think it would be 7.5 for West Hempstead, North Belmore, and
Farmingville.
If it stayed like this, but we have the
Farmingville's in third right now?
I believe so. Yeah, they were in second, and that just beat them.
Yep.
Oh, yes, correct.
Place, yep.
23-79 is fourth, and 20.
24-67.
What?
24-67, fifth place.
If that 24-67 is in the North Belmore, that's going to move them out of the 7.5 point range. Are they in the
Oh,
top
is that
five?
fifth?
Yeah. right.
Yeah, so that.
Oh, so that would still, they're still hanging out as the
Right.
lead, yeah.
The Islip Wolves have a chance to win the drill. They would need a first place shot with a North Lindenhurst miss. First place right now, 22-27.
And I think that's a tough shot to beat
Yeah,
this time of
it
the
is.
year. We haven't seen a lot of ones beating that.
They got to get there, and then they got to hope for a crash
Yeah.
with North Lindy.
Here we go.
24, the fastest of the season so far.
A little struggle in the middle, Tommy G, but now he gets there. First bucket's, oh, he double clutched, they dropped it.
It's
That's
probably
just
going to take
pretty
them out
much
of it.
throw. Oh, now they're struggling.
11:50.
It's compounding as they struggled. Now they finally got a rhythm going.
Josh is a bicep guy.
He's losing a few splashes out the back there, Twan.
And to 12, but boy, that drop and then the couple
Yeah,
double
this
clutches
is-
really is going to hurt them. And
That's
the
gonna end
knockers
it.
are going to come to the line as the winners of the Joe Hunter 2022.
Ooh, CI can catch Islip here
Yeah.
now.
26.00. 26 flat.
Well, that's right. So Islip
If
could end up
CI
in third. You're right.
And Billy, last one through the lights.
22-27 at CI first place. That would put them in front of Islip overall.
Yeah, how about that?
Piston knocker.
I'll drop him.
Piston Knockers 22-26 last week at Selden. The winners of the 2022 Joe Hunter Memorial Drill. 2 years in a row for them now.
And I think fourth overall. That's going to be their.
Correct. This is their fourth victory overall. That is correct.
So the Piston Knockers on cruise control right now can just put up their shot, let it fall where it may. Treat this like a practice run almost, and we know they can run some good buckets. Again, when they get set, they got a couple of newbies on the bucket line, but when they get set, they put up some clean buckets. They got a shot at that first place.
Fifth place right now is 24-67. So that's still hanging around for the Rinky-Dinks to get top five. Here we go.
Twan, I want to hear your
Let's see.
your talk about Kevin when he dumps.
Let's
Here
see
we
what
go.
Kevin is.
First bucket's on its way.
Bicep guy.
950.
He's kind of bringing it up with his body. Just see how he brings it across his
Yeah,
body going
yeah.
underneath, right?
They keep this pace, they're going to be pretty happy. Little spillage on the ladder.
Oh,
it went out! As they dropped
14.
it, it went.
The end of 14.
Shades of the 08 State right there with the Islip Wolves.
Yes.
Drop bucket.
Yes.
1-1 pace.
2.68.
On 14, Paul.
No, no.
Oh,
they're
13?
14 picks at the bottom. They count them at the bottom.
I listened to
They
him.
probably
You're
went
right.
out at 12.
Kevin barks them out. You're right.
No, it was 12. They went out at 12.
No, Kevin barks them out at the bottom.
He calls
barks
the
them out at
picks
the
at the
pick.
bottom.
You're right. You're right.
I feel a little better that the last three teams were all bicep guys.
Yeah. And they did well. 2 out of 3.
That's it. Yeah,
So,
right.
so
Okay.
yes, CI with the win in that contest going to go to 21.5. They're going to squeak past Islip for second place there
Unreal.
with Joe Hunter.
Nice.
And that 4 points from North Lyndhurst is going to give them 29 points for the victory on the day. Third place in that contest is going to be what?
23-48.
Yeah.
23-48 by West Sable. It's going to bring them to 4. 23-60.
Farmerville.
Farmanville is going to be 2. They're going to go to 6.5. And yes, no.
Yes.
23-79. Hageman, right?
Hageman was 1, yep.
1. They're going to go to 12.5. And I think we're going to have a tie for 5th.
Yeah, West Hempstead, North Belmore.
So first place is the Knockers with 29 points on a heavy day. Let's look at their scorecard. 1, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 4. They hit in all 8 contests, scoring normally 3 and above. That's going to do a pretty good job in getting you a victory.
That's the second time this year in a drill. I think they hit in all 8.
Islip Wolves, they're going to have 20 up there third, but second place is going to be the Hobos.
Yeah.
They make the comeback there. They win the last 2 contests. That doesn't hurt you.
And the Hobos have not done this year.
That's right, still. So 21 and a half. They're in second. Islip's going to get 20 and a half. Islip's end of the day, pumping buckets, hurt them right there after winning their efficiency with that big shot. I mean, you look at Islip's runs, it's 0, 5, 5, 2.5, 3, 5. So a lot of victories, but just not enough of them. No. Yeah, and pumping 3-man hurt them.
You know, those are their big events. Pumping 3-man at 2 zeros.
Yeah,
right.
That hurts them. Well, we were talking about this last week. You were there, and how you can miss probably 1 race when there's 11 to 12 teams, but you can't miss 2. Exactly. I think they missed 3 today. So that's going to hurt you. So they're going to be in third with 20 and a half.
And the Wolves have yet to win a drill this year. Second, third. They're 4 for the season.
And
then it's going to be 12 and a half. Hageman's going to come down the track. And that's good for Hageman. You know, Hageman had a really tough time last week. They get themselves back on the track here with all the good teams in racing. So they got to be happy with that. And then we're going to have the tie for 5th. 7.5 for North Belmore. 7.5 for West Hempstead. They're going to come down the track as well.
And I like that about North Belmore. That's the first time down the track this season. And it's good to see North Belmore's squad back with Sean Corcoran. I mean, that's going to really help that team as we move forward. West Hempstead coming down the track for the second time this season. And like you said, getting back to Hagerman, 3rd place at Lindenhurst, and then 6th and 9th back-to-back tournaments, not coming down. And now they bounce back tonight with a nice day. So,
yeah,
good job to the gamblers.
Just to jump in on your dumper thing, and I don't know, you might not know him. You're a NASA guy. You probably didn't see him as much. John Penny just chimed in a little bit.
Yeah.
Bobby Hewitt, who dumped for the Guzzlers, but previously had dumped for the Mastic Whistlers.
Yeah.
He was a good dumper. I mean, he was a good climber. He was a player.
Bicep
he was a
guy?
player.
What tricep?
I don't know which one he was. But honestly, back in the day, he could dump.
Is that the guy that always wore his hat backwards?
Yep.
Yeah. He looked like he was going to work.
Yeah.
That's funny. I think I'm back over here.
Yeah.
So what do we got? CI with a couple of victories this year. North Lindy now with a couple of victories.
Number 11, Farmingville. 5th place, 1 point. Number 6, Hagerman.
So again, those 2 teams and Islip hanging around every week.
The 3 of them.
2.5 points is the West Hempstead Westerners and the North Belmore Rinky Tings. In 4th place, with 12.5 points, the Hagerman Gamblers. In 3rd place,
Like what?
with 20.5 points, the Islip Wolves.
Yep.
Yeah.
In 2nd place, with 21.5
I think between the 4 of us, we can help you out.
Central Islip Hobos.
hey, there you have it.
And in 1st
Here we go.
place, with 29 points, and your 2022 Joe Hunter Memorial Drill champions, the North Lindenhurst Piston Knockers.
So there it is.
Nice job.
North Lindenhurst.
Are we doing tomorrow night?
And we'll see you in 2 weeks
So-
at each county's respective drills.
I was just wondering what's next, right?
Good night.
As the fireworks go off, well, firecrackers, whistlers, someone wrote whistlers, speaking of the Mastic Whistler dumper.
Fireworks night at Hempstead.
Hey, listen, it's been a great June, right?
I
We've
agree.
had 4 big drills, right?
Are we
You
doing
have
the show tomorrow night or no?
Oh, I
What do you
don't know.
guys?
I can't worry about tomorrow. I was still
No.
on this one.
Well,
Doing it. We'll be
we'll be at
live
the,
tomorrow night in Baldwin.
So that's the next one.
6:30 start tomorrow night from.
Here we go.
Atlantic Avenue.
Hey, now we got some fireworks.
But what a June, right?
Yeah, we
I
have
mean,
really good CI 2 victories.
Yep.
North Lindenhurst 2 victories, and Islip's right there in all of it. So like we said, it's those 3 teams are in that top tier going round and round.
And then today you got a Hagerman, West Hempstead, and North Belmore.
And
Right?
that's your second tier. I think West Hempstead's in that tier. West Sable's in that tier.
Yep.
You know, they're all being played. Lindenhurst, you could put him in
Farmingville,
that tier.
Lindenhurst, Point Pleasant.
Yep. And then you got Point Pleasant,
Right.
right? So it's shaping up now to be a good July. There's a lot of tournaments in July. I don't know how many people are attending them. There's one in Farmerville. There's one in Hagerman. Of course, you end July with the big CI invite.
Yep.
And you got the counties in next weekend. So
Yep.
Saturday's the counties.
There's a Hagerman invite? Is that what you said?
Joe Gonley. Yep.
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Well, he's trying to clean up.
Don't drop it.
He's cleaning.
It doesn't
So we got
hold.
that, and then upstate, Western Point Pleasant gets their next shot next weekend over in Deerfield on the state track for next year. So they're going to go over and play with the northern teams, and there's a combo drill up there in Deerfield next weekend. If you're in upstate and you want to get out to see a drill, go see Great Bend and Ellesmere.
And I'll tell you what,
teams from Western.
I love the message sent by Point Pleasant last week. 504 B ladder, 906 C ladder, 1295 C hose, and then you got Josh Marshall back with the Spencerport Red Onion 654 3-man ladder. They didn't really bring it in B and C ladder just yet. They're breaking them back in, but a lot of good ladder climbing going on upstate. So
Spencerport with 8 events out there.
we
so
still
that's nice to
got
see.
a while before the big dance. So July's next. Counties, Hagerman, CI at the end of the month. And what'd you say else? What else is in July? There's
Farmerville has an invite. Outer
do they
Ridge,
really?
yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
All
I think it's a
Lot of
5-weekend,
All right.
5 Saturday month. But overall, good drill tonight.
Yep.
Always a pleasure to be here at the Joe Hunter, and despite Mrs. Hunter running over North Lindy's ladder, they came through with the victory.
It turned out to be good luck. It was
really
a blessing.
did.
The North Lindhurst
Absolutely.
Piston Knockers have participated in Joe Hunter 19 times out of 19 drills, and they have now won 4 of them to put them in second place on the all-time wins
All
list
right.
at Joe Hunter's.
There we go. See you tomorrow night at Baldwin Track, 6:30.
Yeah, so with that, I want to thank, Chris Murphy's down the truck. I don't know who was down there helping him today.
Some young
but I'm
guys
sure
had to
there-
pay for food.
There were guys coming in and out. And you guys, of course, always a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Yep, Lenny's waving to me. He gave me his microphone because mine's been going in and out. Thank you, Lenny.
Hey, now we're doing fireworks.
Down with grasp and hold. Protest.
Here come the police.
All right, we'll see you guys later. I'm going to sign
All right,
off.
everybody.
Paulie, you can close
Stay
the show.
close.
No, we're good.
Lenny,
Billy will
goodbye.
close it.
Stay classy, New York.
There you go.
Mike Merrick, Namara, put the water in the barrel. That's what he told me. He doesn't care about biceps. That's funny.